When we last left off, our intrepid heroes made their way through the dungeons beneath the Iron Vein estate. They rescued a imprisoned Kitsune priestess of Kalera, and then exited the dwarf hold to a spring on the mountainside through a hidden escape tunnel, and found a quite tremendous Nagamander cradling poor little Orson in her arms, quite unconscious. Rather than trying to fight the party, though, the Naga surrendered the young boy to Ursula when she approached, and did not aid Dehag when he surfaced and attacked. The party defeated Dehag quite handily. I don't think any of you even got bloodied in the encounter. A holy avenger
No, we
is a
stayed
hell
very
of a
much on
drug.
top of we stayed very much on top of healing because of just the general fear that getting caught anywhere at the realm of bloodied would suddenly just be like, and nuke shot.
Yeah. So yeah, he got turbo fucked pretty hard and died. And you had done all the research required to finally put an end to the Hague once and for all. You pierced his heart and bled it dry into the waters, and the poison prince is no more. The
Oh, speaking of Poison Princess no more, did you stat out the gem?
no, I did not. But you also will not have time to be using that today, so doesn't matter. But thank you for reminding me.
What?
It takes 7 days to implant a soul stone.
We need to know what the fuck it is.
Yes, but also you won't have time to use it, so it's kind of irrelevant. Well, I will get it done before the next time you have 7 days of downtime, though. I do believe the party was thinking about taking 3 days here at the Dwarfold, though. If I remember correctly.
Spending 3 in Pergolith with Nahia and Marie.
Yes, I would appreciate getting to bask in the ASI.
Yes, well. So, the party indeed got back into the Dwarfhold. The Iron Veins were rescued. Colton was confronted. He confessed his misdeeds to Orson. There were many tears shed. Tarn went and executed a bunch of hapless Dehag cultists who had survived the purge. Nahia took Anaya's daddy back to Avara. They interrogated. All right, sorry, yes, you pacified the cultists. So Nahia got Daddy Mander back to Daughter Mander. Not sure what to really do with him. Anaya suggested taking him to the what amounts to a psychiatric hospital back in Pergolith to try and fix the damage done by Dehag and his own obsessions. And the rest of the party is chilling in the Iron Vein hold, giving Ursula a chance to catch up with Orson. And that is pretty much where we pick up. Party is going to take 3 days here. You are given the treatment of guests of honor, as is befitting you. Although, unsurprisingly, once you bring back this enormous Nagamander, the dwarves that have been informed of what's happened give her a considerable berth, including Colton and the bishop.
I mean, she's no stranger to considerable birth, so.
Well, she is a considerable lady. So, other than just catching up with the various characters here, is there anything specific anybody needs to accomplish over these 3 days?
Yes,
Okay.
I would like to ask if I could be shown around in the mines to these few little natural caves that are down in the mines that they found.
Sure. Marna is
We've-
happy to take you.
We've messed up their house a little bit, so I'm going to see if I can give them a little help in finding finding some more minerals to exploit.
All right. So yeah, you can indeed be taken down into the mines. As you were told, most of these are constructed by dwarven hands, but there are a few natural pockets of caves down here under the hold itself. And once you get down there, you can extend your senses. And unsurprisingly, the Iron Vein hold is sitting on a tremendous deposit of iron. While their current shafts are running a bit low on the stuff, and it's become somewhat difficult to mine out, your attunement to the stone will let you, over the course of a day or so, direct the dwarves towards the closest and easiest next vein to tap.
Excellent. And I'm guessing the the folk from my village moved on. They're gone now.
Yeah, once
Once the fire happened, they're
yeah,
like,
once the
ah,
fire
fuck this
happened,
place.
they got evacuated. It probably wouldn't be difficult to catch up with them, though, if you want to uh, take take about a day to go chasing after them and come back.
No, it's okay. I'll catch up with them later.
Yeah, as soon as the fire happened and they got evacuated, they hit the road. Didn't want no part of whatever was happening in there. All right. So, a couple of days will go by. And let's see. I think it'll be Tarn who gets this message on the dawning of the third day. While you are still asleep, dreaming dreams of chesty Amazon lovers, a different Amazon intrudes upon your dreams, and you hear the following message intoned. Rajan is not getting any better. I will duel in his place. This must end. Meet in Dethick Dale as soon as possible. Teresh.
Yeah. Dream sending doesn't allow me to respond. Okay.
No.
Not unless you've got some incredible enchantment on you that turns your mind into a fucking mind palace, in which case the psyche gets trapped in there. You can have a lovely conversation that they may or may not remember. In fact, you should actually possibly look into that deal considering your aspirations.
A mind prison.
Yeah,
Actually, not
that
a
seems
bad
like
idea.
actually a legit ass idea if you're, aspiring to rebellion for royalty.
I mean, yes, but at the same time, that's a lot of work and money.
Sure.
Or at least some
I'll
sort
see
of
if I.
very interesting psychological conditioning.
Which probably costs money.
Yes, that absolutely would cost money, or some connections to Section 1.
I don't know. If it involves like random magic wuju being done on your brain meat, Nahia's a lot better at that shit than she used to be.
I don't think Nahia's
You
ever
can trust.
experienced a brain palace, though.
I think she actually has. She's the
No.
first person out the party to have ever done a sending to Lord Winter's wife. We just sort of,
Oh, yeah.
rolled over the nitty gritty of it, but I'm pretty sure both her and the big evil cheese have got mind palaces of their own.
Fair. But anyway, so yes, Tarn, you receive that message in your sleep, close to morning.
Then, I suppose the members of the party here will be gathered for breakfast at some point.
Yeah. I've sort of arranged everyone more or less where they gather for meals, indeed.
Yeah. I was looking around, did not see this whole little annex. Yeah. We've all gotten in. Well, so I've received some news. A dream sending reached me last night.
Oh boy.
Teraj will have to take her brother's place. He is not recovering.
So he's little more than a mad dog.
She didn't say if he had worsened. Only that he is no better. Oh,
Well, that's not good.
indeed. She has asked us to come to Dethick Dale as soon as we are able.
I assume we start we go to death again.
Well,
We'll have to let August know about it so that he can get ready.
I and Nahia as well.
Right, we'll have to pick up Nahia.
Well, you can just send and tell her to get over to the usual so we can gather up.
Orson's gonna kind of glance up from his breakfast and say, "So, who are any of these people?"
Well, they are some people that have slight issues that we've been trying to work through and, not end up in, usual way that people solve problem by murdering each other.
And by slight issues, Ursula means the grim vendetta.
Orson nods sagely, for you have spoken to his dwarven nature.
We have arranged to settle it with a final honor duel.
Who's going to be fighting?
None of
Just wondered.
us, the aggrieved parties, we're just
The intermediaries.
I'll nod along. Right, well, yes, don't get hurt, I guess, if it's not your battle.
If things go well, it won't be our fight.
We're there to make sure everything is above board, as to say.
And that certain parties adhere to the deal.
Yeah. No offense, but the sound of things, you guys don't have the best record for things going to plan.
I typically go to plan, and then we realize there was a hell of a lot more that we had no capability to plan for.
Well, at least it wasn't an undead dragon.
Don't want to deal with that a second time.
Yeah, it was a bit of a fall.
Considering what has already transpired here, Orson does not seem all that surprised by the mention of undead dragons. Though,
Well, I did tell him about
Yeah.
since he asked. Well, so
still, it's a hell of a story for most people to take in. Orson seems to be rolling with it. Though, every time you mention it, Stellana makes the sign of the forge. Poor dragons.
I'll please rest in peace.
How much was a regen potion? Let me see.
150.
There you go.
I remember something.
Yes.
I haven't. This might be a very important question. Lyris. It changed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
When did Lyris exist again? When was it like before?
Lyris, it's always,
It's just always been
Yeah.
around?
more or
Yeah.
less, as far as history records. Remember,
I wonder.
they fought there and small. They were one of the last refuges against the giant invasions.
I wonder. When
So-
we have time, we should go back to Dalmanotha and examine the archives and see if anything is different.
So as you're saying that, Hashat, as you're contemplating these differences, you hear armored boot steps running in the hall outside. Someone's coming into this little noble's quarter. You guys are taking your meal in. They go up instead of down towards your section, up to where Colton and the other lords of the estate are eating, and you all hear a bit of a commotion from that direction, and Jalinar and the Thane are going to hurriedly step out of the alcove and depart.
Something has a foot.
There seems to be something going on.
Aye. But,
I wonder if that... Hey, wait a minute. Do I still have that map with me? I do still have that children's map to Minotha. I wonder if anything's different, because Minotha was pretty close to Lyris.
Gonna
Few moments passed, and you hear more footsteps approaching the nook. This time, and Ursula, as you kind of peer around, you see 3 individuals coming back into the quarter. Thane seems to be deferring to this individual quite a bit. He is, despite his proud dwarven nature, humbled as he might be after the recent incidences, he is all but bowing and scraping before this fellow, and Jalinar has fully pulled down his hood and is making way as best he can as a man walks in. He's tall, well-built. Can't see any of his features under full plate armor, and the most stupendous frog helm you've ever seen, polished to an almost mirror shine. He says something to the Thane and enters your little room. Greetings, my friends. Well met. I'm Sir Calbert. Might I have a moment of your time?
Sure.
Welcome, Sir Calbert. I am Tarnavak Dracul.
Please, no introductions are necessary. You are well known to me and mine. He will turn to face you, Tarnavak, and rap knuckles on a breastplate, and now that you can see it, there is a tremendous ice blue dragon engraved upon it. The symbol of the kingdom of Lyris.
Speak of the devil.
Yes.
I find it hilarious that Hashat is sitting down, and all she has to do is turn around and look the guy in the face that is standing on a ledge up above.
Yes. If he reached out, he could put his hands directly on her handlebars. But yeah, he will incline his head and say, "Afraid we did not have the chance to meet when you were on the island, but still, your deeds precede all of you." Step down the ledge here and offer those within reach a handshake. He's not really quite able to get past a shot, so he'll simply come to the head of the table. Say, "I understand many of you here are responsible for some action in the city of Avara, saving the Triarchs from an attack by terrorists. Well done.
Oh, yeah.
It is in pursuance of that I come asking. The goddess of magic has sent me on a quest to apprehend some thieves who I believe are related to that incident. A certain sword has gone missing. I'm tasked with recovering the blade and seeing it safely taken back to the Holy City."
Then you have come to the right place. We have already set plans in motion to recover the blade, though we had meant to return it to where it was taken from. But if the goddess commands it be brought to her side, then I will bow to your and I will bow to your leadership, sir.
Ah. Very good. Thank you. And yes, the goddess does command. This sword belonged to her very own granddaughter, you see. She is most distraught to find that it has been stolen some time ago. I understand the lot of you have engaged with these terrorists. Might you have found where they may be nesting, that I might go there and slaughter the lot of them?
Well, unfortunately, they're pretty wily. It's hard to find out where exactly they've been hiding. We've broken up a couple of their hideaways, but they know well enough to hide themselves from any kind of scrying.
Ursula, not that you get any particular insight with that roll, but what are you trying to sense out here?
Like, to quote the Zoomers, he seems kind of sus. I don't really trust him, given the fact that our little kobold here is pet of Magic Dragon Mommy.
Well, alas,
And we have nothing.
Yes, alas, his helm fully obscures his face and makes his voice just an echo. Hard to sense a man out like that.
Good sir.
Yes, Lady Ursula.
Is there you said you have a full helm inside a hole like this? Not meeting?
Ah, of course, how rude. Although perhaps you will understand that. Will gesture about. I sense that there was battle done here, not all that long ago. I thought it prudent to maintain my battle readiness. Slap a great sword slung on his back. But he will, with your bit of prodding, will slowly heft this helm up and off of his head. And you can see why he's wearing such a ridiculous helm, for he has a quite substantial rack of horns, ice blue in coloration, hidden beneath. I'll set the helm down. You can see he's got tanned skin, somewhat scaled elfin ears, and long hair and thick locks pulled back into a tight ponytail that spills down his back. As I said, my apologies. Now,
No offense taken.
you say you have dispatched nests of these vile vermin,
Yes.
but you have not located their true home.
We have come close a few times, but their leaders have skill with teleportation and summoning.
Ah, yes, the Triarchs mentioned something about them vanishing into thin air once defeated in the battle.
He's
Most
right
troubling.
annoying.
Indeed, teleportation is powerful magic, as you well know, I'm sure. To use it so frivolously is concerning.
Yeah, I figured they've got some kind of sponsor Or they found themselves a nice big cache of some kind of ancient wonder.
A cache, you say? Interesting. Perhaps a cache of residium might power such magic.
Could be, but none of them seemed the type to enchant things. But I guess they could just pay someone to do it.
Perhaps, or perhaps they simply use it to power their own magic. Residium is, as they say, a hell of a drug.
That's
Well, he will unfurl a map, set it down on the table. Would you be so kind as to point out where you've encountered these scum? I will circle back and see if perhaps I can find something that you may have missed.
So,
where were their hideouts?
can you bring us to the
Sure.
Ivara region map?
Sure. You're also free to just say, you pointed out. But yeah, you've encountered them
think we
underneath
found
Ivara, at the Blighted Keep here, and you encountered their monsters, though not them themselves, at Kadar.
Didn't we find some of them under Anders Bay as well?
That's where they pretty much come from. You met them to diplomacize there, and Elzaveta and her mom still live in the town as well.
Right.
Underneath the town is where the tomb of the Dragon Princess is. You also encountered them on Tidescale, trying to win Sathia's favor. Luckily to no avail.
Right. Okay. So yeah, I guess we'll just point them to over here, to these places.
An island. Why on earth would they be scurrying around on an abandoned isle?
They they seemed to be using it as a temporary headquarters for what they did in Kadar. Yeah, it's close enough to ship in their worm creatures.
How tremendously vile.
Have you had any encounters with those particular beasts, sir?
I have indeed. He will draw your attention away from the Blighted Keep over towards this area, Nevrak Hold, say. I heard rumors of the worm creatures around the old dwarf hold at Nevrak. I went up there first, hoping I might encounter them. And indeed I did. I fought a few of these emperor worms, as I've come to call them. They seem to command the host of creatures, and two of their minions, humanoids, catfolk, I believe, but unfortunately they perished on my blade before they could answer any questions. He will tap the greatsword and say, I may pull the last blow, but the frost enchantment finished them off. I would say it's a shame, but these were the murderers of innocents.
Awful creature.
Aye.
They are indeed. Alas, I saw no sign of the group's leadership, only that they were searching for something down beneath the hold. I do not know what for precisely, as I was able to slaughter the lot before they achieved their goal, but legend has, at least, that there is some tremendously powerful dwarven artifact sword beneath the hold. Perhaps they were looking for that. I'm led to believe they have a certain penchant for magic swords.
They do seem to like them, though they don't seem to know how to deal with them very much.
Indeed, the sword is a weapon for heroes, and these are the basest villains. Not weapons suited for their hands.
I'm sure in their eyes, they are the heroes.
He will consider that a moment, shake his head. No hero, even in their own story, makes such sacrifice of innocence. They are simply evil to their very cores of being, and, like all blights upon the world, must be snuffed out. Will clench a fist, and it overcomes itself with frost that flickers down to the floor. But alas, thus ends my leads for the moment, and as you say, these fiends have some way of preventing themselves from even the goddesses' divinations. Unless you have aught else to add, I will go to this island and see if, perhaps, there is some subterranean extension of their laboratories, as I found near Nevrak.
I wish you luck, sir. But I would not expect to find aught we missed.
This crusade shall be long indeed, he says as he picks up his helm and replaces it, locking it in place. But a paladin of Lyris, especially not a dragon, is ne'er deterred. I'll track these bastards down, even if I must punish their descendants. So commands the goddess. I thank you all for your service and wish you the best of days.
Hold a moment, sir.
He pauses, turns back. Yes, sir.
I must confess I find the idea of punishing their descendants most disagreeable. They do not choose from whose loins they sprout.
Perhaps not, but apples do not fall far from the tree, and evil spreads. He will shake his head sadly. I have seen all too well that evil holds to bloodlines. I have crossed blades with servants of the foul dark lord himself, children his wretched loins.
Would you call me evil then, sir? It is no secret that my people have reveled in vice.
I know you not well enough to judge you, sir, but I am led to believe that your father, at least, is an honorable guardsman of Avara. Perhaps, at least, wickedness dilutes with age. But still, of course, I would not murder someone out of hand. That is itself evil. But I will find and judge these evil doers, and if my life extends long beyond theirs, I will find those who pick up their torch when they are gone and extinguish all flames of evil from this world, no matter how many generations it takes.
Oh, what a fucking justice, Boomer.
Well, sir, I agree with you on that at least. Any who follow in what they've done, they truly do deserve your wrath.
Indeed.
The first to make a step, they may believe there is a good cause for it. They may deceive themselves into doing evil out of hope of justice, but those who come after, those who see what that path leads to, When they walk down it, they do so with full knowledge.
That they do, and they will not long escape the goddess's justice. For I am her instrument. And though you'll begin to take a step up the stairs, my vengeance may not be as swift as I like. It will be sure, of that have no doubt. And now, my friends, good day. Will exude himself. Once he's gone, Castle peek in. Holy shit, was that a dragon?
Yeah.
A dragon knight of the Hermit Kingdom.
Well, I'm glad I cast invisibility on the snake. You should guess a thumbs up.
He's such a smart meow.
Just sits and looks at like,
Aye.
which blue is wrong.
Huh? His blue was wrong?
Yeah,
What do you mean? Like you said with Nahia?
well, yeah. Like, I was right on that one, okay? Don't
I mean,
bash on me,
kinda,
Greg.
but yeah. Yeah, you were.
Yeah. Yeah, that something's wrong with his blue. Like, it's. Meh.
I don't know about that. I think it's just a good man who's trapped in the idealism of his first quest. He'll learn or he'll go mad.
You see, we don't want the last part. That's actually really bad, especially on dragons, okay?
Aye. But there's not much we can do to stop it.
Maybe. Just. I don't know. I can't really put it into words. How things look and feel.
Well, I feel like he's wrong about them using Residium to power their magic. They don't have the. Unless they've been disguising themselves this whole time, and covering up the blue that naturally comes with abusing Residium.
Well, wait, they only have to snort it or eat it for like to cast the spells, right?
Oh, my internet seems to have died. Cool.
I hope this doesn't break my mirror.
Alright.
Okay, wait, what? What?
She's a little silver mirror that she does scrying spells with.
I have an expensive mirror made out of crystal.
Not the big capital M mirror.
Okay, no, what the hell did I come back? Describe what?
The body.
The body.
See if it's actually there. Or if it's been taken to Senatreus' side already.
Okay.
So I will do that. I will scry for Saris Iroka.
I love the name of the spell. Scry the planet.
Yeah.
All right, let's
Yeah,
see.
alright. The body of.
ASM, here's a Well, let's see. Targus with a wisdom saving throw. I don't think she's capable of doing that, so she auto fails. An invisible
should be-
sensor within 10 feet of the target. All right. So let me dig out that map right quick.
I've renamed it. I actually just thought of a better name for this spell.
Oh,
Yeah.
there you. Oh, that's good. I like that.
Very nice.
There you go. I only have like several hundred maps. It's fine.
And issue of your own doing.
That is my fault. I have no one to blame but myself for my poor decisions. Let's see. Are you? Here we go. Uno momento, please. Boop. There you go. Hashat, you open your magical eye and through the mirror, see, don't step out into the abyss. You see the crypt much as you left it before. There is a heavy stone slab up on a raised dais, but where it was solitude and quietude down there before, there are now several huge, burly, dragon-faced lizard men standing at attention around this tomb as if an honor guard. Each of them has a pair of swords, or sword hilts rather, sheathed on their belts under heavy cloaks and plate armor. But these blades, or rather hilts, have no blades.
Well, it looks like she's still there in the tomb.
Oh. Hmm. I wish I could say that was reassuring.
Does seem kind of like a mixed message.
Ah, well. It is what it is, and what shall be, shall be.
Well, so let's see. I suppose our first order of business would be to go back to Avara then and arrange this duel, or finish arranging this duel.
But yeah, talk more there.
Aye. There are.
Things to do and people to talk to. So,
Indeed. Though I don't know if they'll have the answers we seek.
well, we have to gather people together and just takes a deep sigh. Oh, get this stuff going again.
So you're leaving then? Arsenal saying, looking up at you.
Yeah, I am.
All right. Well, I hope this dueling business goes the way you and your friends want, and come back as soon as you can. All right.
Yeah, don't worry. I'll come back when I can. I don't really have magic, so I can't really make the motion like hands going back and forth like all over the place, like do magic stuff moves things.
Yeah, we don't have a teleportation circle, but still, we'll search for words and just shrug and come and give you a hug, Ursula.
Just hug him back. Oh, and here, just yeah. Reaches into back and pull up, say, a surprisingly well carved wooden bear, but it's not. It's somewhat well painted.
It has painting on it, yes. Your Orson will
Yes,
take that from you, cork his head. Oh. You can tell he wants to say, like, I'm a little old for this, but he looks between it and you and just smiles. Thank you, Mom. It's. I didn't expect you to be such a good carver.
I was surprised that I made one before, but we had to do some stupid magic things or something that meant a lot. But this is the first gift that I have made that I'm giving to someone. I have not made anything and given it to anyone ever.
He smiles. Thank you. I'll see what if I can make something worthy of you next time you come around.
A baked potato?
Yeah. Baked potatoes sound good.
Just gives him a thumbs up and then a high five. I'll look forward to that potato when I come back. Then.
All right. So, are you taking Biggest Snekus with you as you teleport out? I assume you're teleporting back to Avara.
I think that was sort of the implication, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Just making
we
sure.
have to just send the first people through there, just so, gives. We can send in 2 waves, so they're, warned beforehand.
Yeah, her teleporting into the Magistrate's Tower, if Winter or Airy are just sitting on the throne, is probably a bad juju.
Yeah.
Yeah, as you guys are getting ready to depart, Jack and Stellana will give you their fond farewells and say that they'll keep an eye on the place for you. Stellana has a lot of reconsecrating work to do, and the Thane will make himself scarce as you're departing and getting somewhere teleportation worthy. The serpent woman will slither on behind you and say, "So where is it we are going?"
Firstly, to the city of Ivara. Oh, from there, I am not sure for you. But there is Nahia may already have arrangements to take you to her new island, or if not, he can.
There's
We
plenty
can
of
make
space,
space for you.
Castle kind of give Hashat some big puppy eyes.
Hmm?
There's plenty of space at Greymore for a nod towards Asina.
Oh. Well, someone does have to go and get Nahia in Pergola, so I could take her there and then come back.
Castle, make a little fist of victory. Yes.
Been working your magic, huh?
Spreads his hands. What? I just think a lovely older snake woman needs somewhere nice to live.
I'm just gonna give him a noogie.
Ah.
If you're not careful, you're gonna just disappear, you know.
Oh, I've been muted, that's why.
Oh, hi DCL. How's it going?
Yeah. Fucking I don't know how. The unmute and mute sound is somehow reversed on my Discord, so I'll be right back. I'm gonna reset it.
Okay.
Yeah, I was been wondering why the hell you've been so quiet. Just that you were chilling.
And now I can't. Oh, that's why. I was about to say now.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh wait, no, Discord's still. But here, give me a second.
Uh-oh. Is that?
Bum bum.
Oh, that's DCL this time. Okay.
Technical difficulties.
There.
That is the name of the game tonight, apparently.
All right, I'm back.
Yeah,
Hell.
welcome back.
But yes, that's not such a bad idea. So there's no point in me protesting it now.
Okay then. So yeah, the party gathers up and ventures forth. You are an enormous woman. Let me hack you guys on a little bit here. There you go. Cass and Szooth can ride around on the snake body.
I feel like Cass is going to be riding out around on a very specific part of the snake body.
Look, he has not arrived at that base yet, but he's trying to work his way there. I mean, he did start out with a crit.
I'm just trying to heal.
Yeah, that's exactly what Cass is doing. Sexual healing.
Get that feeling.
Yeah.
So I will
So we
send.
send.
I'll send the party along to Avara. When Hashat will go with Cassidy and Isinia to Pergolas.
All right, so that's 2 different teleports. Then let me just drag you guys over here. All right. So yes, indeed.
Oh
when-
no!
What?
I've gone below 1,000 gold.
Oh, you poor baby.
Teleporting is expensive, goddammit.
1,000 gold or 1,000 silver?
Oh wait.
I'm rich, bitches.
Take
Right.
that, world! Rich
Never
all
mind.
over again. That's like the equivalent of finding fucking a 50 in your couch cushions.
Anyway, while the rest of you are, or rather, before Hashat and Co teleport off to Pergolith, the rest of you teleport to the Mage's Tower. And indeed, you find August fast asleep in the big chair, and Ari is doing the Conan girl on his leg, half nodded off before you guys port in. She'll blink some sleep out of her eyes. Ah, welcome home.
Well, are you aware? I assume you have been observing our efforts.
I wish we were. Unfortunately, scrying didn't quite work around that terrible beast Daheg. I had to send one of our vanguard up there to poke around herself, but last we heard, the dwarf hold caught on fire.
Ah. I would have thought his effect would have dissipated by now.
Not quite yet. It's still a bunch of static. Just random images and dashes of color all over the mirror.
I see. Well, a fiend is slain 3 days hence.
3 days? That is a long time for an effect like that to persist.
Indeed, that it was a creature of greater power than we first credited it.
Oh, a primordial is a primordial, no matter what credit you give it. And still, though, Ariel, tap her chin. Times like this, I wish I really was an Archmagister. Maybe I'll pester one of my darling granddaughters about it. In the meantime, did you castrate that dwarf lord, or whatever it was you were going to do?
No, he
Oh,
lives.
Here, I'll be right back a second. I need to go to the bathroom.
Okay.
okay.
Yes. Apparently, he has been repenting since nigh on 20 years.
Well, that's no fun. Well, I do suppose the boy's happy about that.
Yes, he's very happy and he's not. He's doing much better now.
Good. I'm glad. And Irishka, Queen of Demons, is going to come over and give you a hug, Ursula. Pat on the head.
Just hug her back tightly.
I'm glad you were able to reunite with your son. Did you tell him everything?
Yeah, I told them who I was, and
Good.
I was not the one to give him the details. That was his penance, father's penance.
I suppose that will have to do. I'm glad you had the chance, Ursula.
Yeah, I feel very happy, but also hollow.
I understand. That objective you've had all these years suddenly fulfilled. That anger quenched from inside. She'll nod towards the throne. It happens, but hopefully there's a great deal of love in your heart to replace and fill in that hole. It'll just take time.
Yeah, it's just something I have to like learn to accept, or that all that anger and vengeance that I wanted is just poof.
Yes. Well, I know a few people who've had similar experiences, but I'm afraid they're not much good for talking to, so instead, I'll just say, if you ever want a little mom time, need some advice, let me know. Be happy to teach you how to knit one of these days.
Just looks at her fingers, her fucking pinky is the size of most people's thumbs. It's like
You'll manage, I'm sure. There's no such thing as a hopeless student.
she did call me mom.
Oh, that's darling. I'm so glad.
It's a step.
It is, it is. And the rest of you, how does it feel to be God Slayers, or at least Primordials?
Not the first one, right?
That's
Indeed.
right, there is that
It's-
Vulcanist business, I suppose.
I think this time, though,
This one feels
It's-
a bit better.
it's a lot more satisfying.
Good. And the world's a lot better off without that scum around blighting children.
Indeed. There was something else that happened, though.
Oh?
August should probably be awake for this. He received news from Terej.
Maybe she just squints her eyes a moment as if trying to remember the name. Ah, yes, of course, of course. Approach the throne and give August a gentle shake. Dear, our friends are here. Wakes up with a snort. Oh, you're alive. Good, good.
Something that I won't be saying for you much longer, my friend. I'll grin as I say that.
Indeed, indeed. Pretty soon the two of us will be gone with the wind. Reaches over and slaps Ares' ass. Back to being just regular old elves for us. Won't that be a treat? That's a message for later, I suppose. You should have heard back from, what's-his-butt, Rajan.
I received a dream sending in the early hours. He himself is quite incapacitated still. So his sister will be taking his place.
Sister? Wasn't she the bitch with the bow? I'm gonna duel that? That's not even sporting.
I believe, well, wasn't it her who stole your sword? Before
Yeah, and
giving
ran
it to
away
the
with it.
cowgirl.
Not saying that I don't cherish the opportunity to put her over my knee and spank her silly, but swordsman versus an archer is hardly a fair fight. Oh well.
Well, that didn't last long.
There was a moment where I thought, I should not do this. Then I remembered, but I could kill her instead.
Wouldn't that be a bit counter to the plan?
Well, if her brother's incapacitated and she dies, then this whole thing falls apart and we don't have to deal with it anymore. Just go in and wipe them up.
That's the problem. We still need a sword.
Fine.
And
Alright, no murder.
And to be frank, you do need to die at some point.
You know, I had actually thought of that, and then I should just let this little Rajan pissant murder me, and then he gets to go away feeling all happy and get his redemption arc, and I go fuck off. But I guess a shot in the heart with a bow works just as well.
I mean, if you really want, we can try and actually fix Rajan. I have no idea how, but
And I don't fucking care. I'm not the one who needs a sword.
yes. Speaking of, we had a run-in with one of Senatrea's paladins.
Senatrea's paladins?
From Lyris.
Oh.
Now they can travel abroad once more.
Ah, good. One more thing to constantly harass my vanguard.
Oh yes, he was quite proud about having crossed blades with the descendants of the Dark Lord himself.
Oh, was that Sir Kobold, or whatever the fuck his name was? With the dreadlocks.
Albert and ponytail.
Yeah, right. Yeah, Kieran and Halen had a few run-ins with him during the war. One of the only Lyresians that decided not to, stick home.
How old is he?
Fuck if I know. At least 1,000. Well,
When the
1,100?
one with dreadlocks comes from him, he'll know.
Yeah, I guess he'd have to be at least 1,100.
Okay, now something doesn't make sense.
What?
I don't know why, but I feel he's the wrong blue. There's something wrong with him.
I mean, yeah, he's an
Nahia was-
asshole.
No,
He gave
Nahia
one of
was
my daughters a
wrong
scar.
with me. No, it's... There's something wrong. I can't... It's like... There's something wrong with him and the way he does things.
Look, Ursula, I'd love to dismiss you out of hand right now and go about my business, but you actually have a fairly good instinct, so try real hard, just really scrunch up that bruised little brain of yours and figure out what exactly is wrong.
Hang on a second. I wonder. Wait.
Shush. You're not here.
I know, but I'm looking to see if Tassie has Tassie, do you have? Please tell me. No, you don't. You don't have it. Never mind. I was hoping she would have like enhance ability, so I could give Ursula enhance ability intelligence, but I do not.
Oh. You know who does have that?
Cass, Siggy.
Siggy.
Oh right, you're a paladin. Oh right, paladins have spells.
Lies.
This is the weirdest paladin. She actually uses spells. I don't understand.
I know, it's weird.
Wild.
Like,
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's just make Ursula smirk.
All right. Or in this case, probably wise, because it's like a retroactive insight. But yeah, Siggy can reach in and massage the wrinkles a little deeper.
his urgency and his manner. We've seen paladins and we've seen zealous people. His code of conduct, even if it's zealous, like very religious, was wrong. I think something has gotten into him. And he wants the blade because the daughter is in it.
No.
Not because Senatria. Who would question him?
Now you say how old he is, I'm in agreement with Ursula. I had thought his fervor was just the passionate idealism of an adventurer out on his first real quest in the world.
This is the same guy you've discussed as already like 1,100, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
At least presumably the same guy.
Right.
It's always a chance it's a doppelganger. Or August's memory is really, really bad.
He's got old brain.
Maybe he's just senile now.
No, that's.
I mean,
true.
he
The
is
dragon
senile
could
right
also
now.
be
He's probably really enjoying being senile for a while. Like, holy shit,
Well-
elves don't get to be senile. This is awesome.
Yeah, but that's the worst part. He was a vampire, so his brain couldn't deteriorate, so it always regenerated. So his memory was crystal clear since then. And elves don't really go senile because they have a very long memory. Like, oh, I remember shit from 3,000 years ago. Oh, fuck me.
All right. Anyway,
August will
Yeah, so-
tap his chin. Well, could be something has gotten into him. Doubt anyone's mind-controlled a dragon paladin. It's be hellaciously unlucky for him, or acquire a mage of tremendous power. He could have some ulterior motive. I'd hate to cast aspersions on a Lyrian paladin's honor, but just because he told you something doesn't mean it was the whole truth. I doubt he lied to you.
He told us Senatrea sent him on a quest, and he was to bring Rajan's sword to her holy city.
Mm-hmm. Why for?
He didn't press the matter.
Because the way I figure it, that sword's been missing from its grave for at least 10 years, probably. 5, 10, what? Gesticulates. It's been gone for years. They've had it for a while. We've been fighting these assholes for a whole year. They haven't done shit. Now all of a sudden they're interested? Something's wrong. Something's changed. Recently, too.
I didn't think much of it, because he was a Loresian. I thought it was just the difficulties of the island that had prevented Senatrea from sending him.
Maybe, but wasn't there that skinny little cleric of Senatrea's? Could have sent her and her party looking for the sword. Hell, could have sent you.
And, well, just Will Smith presents the Kobold.
Or did he fuck Senatrea, too?
Wait, did I?
I don't know. Did you?
Did you?
Wait, Senatrea?
You've told us...
You got Snoot ranked, which is like first base, at least.
You've told us you talked to her, at least.
I know, but at this point, I'd be surprised if who I haven't fucked.
You stay away from my wife.
I wasn't even bragging.
But she did have a way to communicate with us, but it would not be unreasonable for a sword of that power, with an artifact of that power, for her to want it in the hands of one of her own. A cleric, yes, she should have been capable, even if after eating more and questing.
Mostly eating more. Yeah. Oh. Senatrea's had time and opportunity to send people before after the sword, but hasn't. Well, something's happened recently then. I think we can be sure of that. Maybe whatever the fuck's going on with that Rajan kid. Maybe it spooked even the goddess of magic.
Something's not right.
Yeah.
So that's why like feeling was wrong.
Yeah, maybe it's not wrong with the dragon boy so much as the quest he's on. After all, you don't send a heavy hitter like Kobold on just a little fetch quest. You send him to wipe something out.
Oh, yes, he did also say he wanted to kill all of the terrorists involved, and at least at first, he back down from that when challenged. He seemed set on purging their bloodline.
Well, that's concerning. You
Not.
you want your kid to stay around here a while? Gestures at the tower.
I don't know. She'd be safer, but there's a lot to do with you, but well, she'd ask questions. She's a smart girl. What do
Apparently,
you
I'm
think,
going with you to
Siggy?
a duel. There, you can take care of her and the girls. Siggy'll consider that a moment. I don't think it's likely that paladin will find Cooney, but if he does, he seemed in a hurry to punish. Even if he doesn't hurt Cooney, he might try and use her to find Rajan. Wouldn't hurt to have her somewhere safe.
But then
Then if he finds her here with the autumn stars, that's just a sign of guilt for him, wouldn't it?
yes, very much so. And well,
Carefully, then.
he knew a lot about us. And if we move her here, that might just draw his attention.
So he raises a finger as if to point out something, then scrunches her eyebrows. Oh shit, hold on. We signed papers at the Temple of Mithras, didn't we? For adopting Cooney? Even
Yes.
if he finds out who Cooney is and tracks down where she's gone, then he'll know we're her guardians. And he'll think we're in league with Rajan.
Fuck.
Fuck.
You guys obviously shouldn't worry about that, because let's face it, our party is the last people that this Mr. Kobold would want to fuck with in the first place. We've reaped a terrible toll, and I'm pretty sure that if one overly zealous paladin tries going at Cooney, then he's going to find that we should have probably exercised some restraint.
That
1,000-year-old dragon.
Baby bitch boy, as far as I'm concerned.
If you get
Weird.
a crit, then sure.
of
Otherwise,
character.
it's
So yeah, he would also have to be choosing to fuck with the Holy Avenger over this.
Yeah, we could probably kill him.
I mean, we don't want to, but more like, why
um,
would he? Why would he want to fuck with the people with the Holy Avenger? Like,
Let Merce finish.
Yeah, because he's an overzealous arsehole. But what I was originally saying was, yeah, we could probably kill him if he decided to. But, you know, I would rather not have to avenge Cooney.
oh, true. I mean, there is obviously that point, but more to the idea that, you know, if you guys are involved with Cooney's livelihood, then surely our party's collective reputation over the course of this entire campaign has given us a lot higher standing than random terrorists. Like, there's zealousness, then there's also just also being retarded.
They are often one
Like,
and the same.
he's supposed to be an over 1,000-year-old dragon, as you guys have also made it clear, and we've also reiterated. Like,
See,
fucking,
see,
there's got to be a degree of knowing better.
possibly the most defining draconic trait is arrogance.
Well, sure. I don't think that the arrogance. I'm not talking about him being afraid of us, but I mean more like as a character witness, us being who we are and what we've done is more defending of her nature as well than any other facet about these random fucking terrorists that he might have learned. I'm saying that with our party's reputation, not just as ass-beating murderers, but as people who have just done back-to-back consecutive good fucking deeds of impossible natures, like resolving riddles of fucking eternities. I'm saying that aspect, not that we could kick his ass, because we could, but I'm saying that it's more the fact that we are her best character defense.
Yeah, but the thing is, arrogance isn't just, he thinks he could take us in a fight. It's also a thing of, like, he thinks he knows better than us. Like, oh, these poor adventurers, they've been blinded by their own good nature. They've taken this murderous worm into their hearts. I'll burn it out for them. They'll thank me when I tell them.
Possibly. That still rings too deeply of derangement for me, but also, she's not my adopted kid.
Yeah, but that is the vibe he gave off, to be quite frank.
True.
I was willing to dismiss it at first, but I thought he was, young, because young paladins are often like that. They learn better as soon as they reach their first moral dilemma, or they stop being paladins. But no, he's more than 1,000 years old. He's apparently actually been active and scarred Winter's daughters. He is just deranged.
Yeah.
That's one thing about being zealous, overzealous. There's another thing being 40k zealous.
I guess so.
This
I don't know.
fucker is in the 40k range. Yeah, so as much as I would have loved to have a fucking ancient dragon paladin, I think that, as Ursula said, he's the wrong blue.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Yes, I think we do need to move, Kuni. But while I thank you for the offer, not here. It would bring too much attention on you and too much risk with that night. Once Hashat will... I suppose I'll have to ask Hashat and Cass if she can stay at Greymore for a little while.
Greymore? Well, that's certainly out of the way.
Far
Yeah,
enough
no.
that he shouldn't even know to look there.
All right.
have a question for Siggy.
She'll give you an up nod.
Dude, the Tom Knights.
Yeah?
They got the in Pergolith, right?
Yeah, the Dome Knights are still around.
Yeah, they're is that place like protected from scrying?
Did you make a history check for me on Siggy? I don't know that you would know that off the top
Sure.
of my head. Off the top of her head, rather. Apparently, yes. She will shake her head. The whole of Libram Hall isn't protected from scrying, no. Although, there was an estate outside of town where the old Archmagister used to live. That place was apparently shielded from scrying. The original Sig Lion Fang and his party burned it to the ground, but I think the wardings are still there. They were in the Foundation. Libram Hall owns that, at least.
Right. But okay. When the fuck did we burn it to the ground?
Immediately after you were done with it, to hide the evidence.
All right. The
Yeah.
evidence.
Yeah, the evidence that the Archmagister of Libram Hall had betrayed the country to the Hobgoblins.
It would have
'Cause
been
that
a
would've-
real bad incident.
Yeah, that would have been bad for everybody.
Oh no. One of his experiments went wrong and it burned down the whole building. Oh no.
Killed
What
all
a
these
tragedy.
conspirators at the same time. Oh no. Also, yeah, Nahia makes a valid point that her island is scry-proof as well. Brensnag.
Mm. Mm.
And she's literally spent time around Brainsnake because she was staying at your guys' place. So it's not like she would be out of company.
That's true. How far along is construction on?
There is a whole
Yeah,
village,
island.
and her home and my home is done. I think the Magister Tower is going to take a lot longer than a winter to build, though.
Yeah.
Her tower, she's probably staying in mine and Anaya's home while her tower is finishing being made. But Snek has her own home.
Yeah. Actually, Rahit is in this tower of the Magisters for right now.
Oh, she's in
'Cause
this one right now.
Yeah, she spent the winter being the
Oh,
Archmagister
right.
of Avara behind the throne.
Right. Forgot about that.
So yeah, she is somewhere upstairs.
Yeah, my place is probably pretty safe. I'm sure she'd enjoy thugging around in Salamander Village.
Yeah. Actually, that is a pretty reasonable suggestion. So, if someone brought it up in character, I'd agree to it.
Yeah, and Nahi would only need to be asked. Like, the Wave Sean almost certainly right now is doing its job of just, like, moving some supplies back and forth, so it would be as simple as just like, alright, hop her on.
I think, given Siggy's high history roll, I think she'd also remember, oh yeah, right, Brain Snake, scry-proof.
Mm-hmm.
Say as much.
That's even better.
Yeah, I'll keep her close by. I'm sure that paladin will have no reason whatsoever to fly out over our island in the middle of nowhere. She will, again, scrunch her brow as if thinking for a moment, and shake her head. I mean, there was the whole Sayankara thing, but they don't seem to be interested in that, so probably not relevant. I hope.
Okay.
God, Auntie Brain Snack.
If you recall, Nahia's Island is where Sayankara defeated a very powerful, horrible, corrupted
Yes, yes.
king. So yeah,
Yes.
say, I don't think he'll be making a pilgrimage out to see her old battle sites in the middle of all this.
True.
So yeah,
Just have to wait for the company to come back so we can talk more.
speaking of which, that sounds like a good transition point to snap over to Hashat and Cass and Asina. I imagine you're going to the Magister's Tower in Pergolth, correct? Or Libram Hall, as it is known.
Yes.
All right. So, once again, you get the usual treatment of a surprise visitor of a locked door opening and a bunch of knights rushing in to greet you, but they're familiar with you, if not your giant snake lady, and you have relatively few problems passing on by, although Asina gets a lot of very strange looks from the scholars and knights about.
So, Cass, obviously we don't have time to, like, we can't escort her there herself. Can we just, like, get her an escort to the castle?
Yeah, I can hire a... He looks at her. Cargo carriage or something? Or just ask a ranger, I guess.
Yeah, someone to introduce her to the guards at the castle. That's, make sure everything's okay.
Sure. I mean, alternatively, she's a really powerful mage. And we're gonna go do some stuff with a duel and a maybe dragon guy?
Yeah.
We'll just kind of nod towards the snake. Make her, fight for us. Not that I'm
We're not-
grasping at any straw to keep a giant woman around or anything.
Oh. I don't think we can carry more people around with us. We already have so many.
Oh, all right. Well, okay then. I'll go bring her to
mean,
the Rangers and see
She
if
could also
someone
stay here at the Libram Hall. I'm sure they could, would appreciate her.
I
Maybe?
think they might dissect her, so no.
Mm,
Or she'll end up in Wizard Fight Club. One of the two.
It looks like she'd win
Which Wizard Fight
Club.
Does it matter?
I guess not.
I mean, I would pay to see her bang a centaur, but
I mean, you did.
no, to see her bang a centaur.
Oh.
Cass will dab some saliva off the corner of his mouth. Right, Rangers, see you back here in like an hour.
Sure.
Tell Nahia I said hi.
I will. Is she going with him?
Yeah. Unless you specifically want to take her with you for some reason.
No, I will put a hand on her before she leaves.
Alright, she'll turn and regard you.
I will look her up and down. The place you are going to is Castle Greymore. This is a place where my family is. And my children.
Are you sure you trust me in such a thing? I wouldn't, if I were you.
If there... against my own personal better judgment, I am hoping that Nahia and Cassidy have eased things with you. But I just want to have an understanding here. Should I return and things are gravely wrong, there is no force in the entirety of Iona that will stop me from skinning you alive.
I have no ill will towards children, despite what appearances may dictate. I will not harm your family, Hashat. I would give you my word, but it likely means nothing. I have nothing left on which to swear.
All right.
Yeah, he's gonna turn and slither away after Cass.
Sorry, Cass.
Alright. And so yeah, Hashat, you can find Nahia pretty shortly thereafter.
Before that,
Oh?
I'm going to go find these Tome Knights.
Okay. You are in the building with them. There's a
Right.
Tome Knight like 3 feet away from you.
Let me see here. Do I still actually have this thing? Before I even go talking to somebody. Did I give that? Did I can't recall now. It's been a little while. Did I give the Warden Great Shield to Cassidy? Or did I give that to somebody else? Or did I just...
I believe you disenchanted that and put it into something else.
I took part of it off as a test.
Cass, I believe, has the fucking Harlequin Scutum. That's his magic shield. Oh wait, that's not Cassidy's sheet. There we go. That's Cassidy's sheet.
I know I took something off of the Warden's Great Shield, and I might have actually put it on the Harlequin one as like a test for that.
What are you looking
transferability.
for in specific?
I'm just making sure I have the Warden's Great Shield. So I was going to give it back to the Tome Knights.
All right, everyone, let's just check our sheets.
Because I know I am not.
Yeah, I just checked
To
mine.
Siggy.
I gave
You
it to
get the Siggy?
Siggy.
Yes.
Okay, never mind that. I will not give it to them.
Speaking of Cass. Art.
But I need to ask them, how do they go about dealing with mad mages?
The Tome Knight will consider it a moment. It depends on what their crime is, madam. Insanity, we try and help, of course. There are healing magics and techniques, the Temple of Mithras, such things.
I have had encounters with an individual who picked up the wrong magical artifact, and it has eroded its intelligence has eroded his sanity, and has driven his magic out of control at times.
Well, I would suggest finding a way to break a cursed items enchantment. There's a spell simply called Remove Curse that usually breaks such things if it is a curse, as such things likely are. I'm sure one of the mages here at the tower could prepare a scroll for you if you'd like.
I don't think it's a curse. He's held on to it because of his delusions of grandeur and visions of heroism. But it has not had the sword has not had a good effect on him. I don't think there's much left of him. Although
Well,
it's hard to say without seeing him. I intend on capturing him. I was hoping there'd be something to be done other than simply killing him out of hand.
are you familiar with the concept of attunement?
Yes, of course.
Better not fucking start another fucking 4-hour attunement conversation.
Well, you see, if you attune to this way, you can become a +1 person. No. The knight will nod and say, well, if a magic item is to affect someone's mind, it, at least in my experience, is almost always a source of attunement. If you break the attunement, you could perhaps begin to heal this person's mind. If you keep the item away from them for at least a full 24 hours, say a few fields off, it should end on its own.
Well, we do intend to take that thing away from him. I thought... So we just have to take it far enough away and the attunement will break on its own?
After about a day, yeah. 100 feet or so ought to do it.
All right. I will likely bring him back here, probably in chains. Hopefully
I'd
there'll be
suggest the
something to
Temple
be
of
done.
Mithras. They have specialists who deal in that sort of thing. We're not the healers. The Tome Knights are the one that go out and catch and bring them to the temple.
I've dealt with the Temple of Myth with them before. One of my wards is there. But I'm more worried about his magic going out of control again.
Well.
There was an incident involving a demon he accidentally called forth.
The knight's lips will set under his helm. Well, you know the penalty for summoning demons is death, of course.
It was not his own fault.
It rarely is, but still. Mages of that power who can't control their magic will always be a threat to everyone around them. Unless you want to cut off their hands and tongue. And even then, there are some spells that... Considers a moment. I assume there are some spells that are only material in nature.
Do you know of a way to bind one's magic?
Standard procedure is to bind the hands in solid metal padded cuffs so that they cannot move their fingers and cannot break their fingers to remove them from the cuffs. Then to gag the mouth and put a hood over to blind them. Temporarily, that is. That'll keep most spellcasters from working their magic, unless they're a sorcerer of certain trainings, and, well, they can be more problematic. Usually have to be killed if they won't cooperate.
Do you have a set of these gloves that I could get?
I'll ask the captain. Though, truth be told, he might just insist on sending a contingent of knights with you if you mean to take out a demon summoner.
That would be unnecessary. Me and my comrades are more than enough to deal with them.
I'm sure. Still. I'll shrug and stomp off in his armor. Stomp, stomp, stomp. A few minutes later, he rolls right quick for you. Yeah. The knight will return with a pair of metal cuffs, these big, heavy, like solid steel mitts with padded insides, what we would in the modern day identify as basically a geek ball, and a set of blinders that can be folded in to completely occlude the eyes. Hand them to you in a small case. Say, this is one full set standard equipment for capturing magi. Like I said, though, sorcerers and some specialist mages can circumvent these. And have to kill them or keep them unconscious long term. And, well, you and your friends are known to the captain. He says if you are sure that you can deal with a demon summoner, then Godspeed, but would strongly advise you ask the Duke for a contingent of knights.
This is more personal business. We'd like to not involve too many people. It's also out of the Duke's jurisdiction. It's in another country.
Well, Godspeed then.
Thank you. Do you require do you need compensation for this?
He waves you off. No need, no need. Like I said, you're well known to the captain.
Well, I thank you for your advice.
Don't
Use
know what.
those magic words. It's not in his jurisdiction.
Yeah, it just
I have
shuts
to spend
anybody
the time
down.
with the Tome Knight to pull out a fucking cigarette and just go, God damn it, I knew we'd be cross state lines.
It's true. They actually cannot
Yep.
just go into Avara
Yep.
unless.
Unless they're a loose cannon cop who doesn't play by the rules.
Or,
God damn it, but he gets results.
Or you rub your boy Franz on it. But Franz is somewhat occupied-o, so.
Yeah,
He's the
he's a
people's
little
boy.
bit. Oh, Rajan, this is going to be difficult. I want.
All right.
I guess we'll have to see when we get that sword away from him. All right. Well, then now I'll go find Nahia.
All right. Nahia, where are you the last couple of days?
What time is it that they're here in Pergolith and looking around?
Probably early to mid-morning.
I don't know. It's possible we're at some nice place that does a good breakfast.
Fair enough. Yeah, you will
Yeah.
look up from your delicious breakfast and see a Hashat coming up the path.
Yeah. Also, I know this is, of course, Pergolith, the place to be. The previous day, were we able to get a regen potion for Anaya?
Yeah, you could go and talk to the Coven Stones, or the Coven Stones would probably have that.
It seems within their wheelhouse.
Yeah. They do seem to be the specialists in regrowing bits and pieces.
Regenerative therapy for the
Exactly.
people.
Because Libram Hall probably doesn't just keep that shit in stock, or would only have one or two. Stones probably have more ready access to it.
Yeah. And if not, then at the very least, probably something they could knock out if we put in the cash to produce.
Yeah, they could always you could back order it and they'd send it up to the Avara branch.
Yeah. Send it by wizard mail.
You know, I just had this fucking idea. You
There's
know,
the
you
idea
have
of magic
teleportation.
item delivery wizard mail, like wizard UPS. I had that idea for D&D.
Yes.
It definitely has some wheels, but I couldn't figure out a good narrative to go with it.
Well, here's the thing. Imagine, one of those what's that food elevator thing that the hotel was the English word for it?
Dumbwaiter?
Yeah.
The dumbwaiter, yes. Imagine like that, and you put stuff in there and just close it, and you just tap in like the area that it's supposed to go to. Some Amazon next hour delivery.
There is something like that.
Yeah. Imagine, but here's the thing. It's only for not living people. It's just for goods.
I would like to continue living in the fantasy world where Jeff Bezos doesn't take over the
I
world.
mean, there is something like that for messages. It's just a
So
secret.
that's it. Well, you
No,
can't
he's gonna
send
look up from
items.
breakfast and sigh as she's noted onto Hashat. Wait.
I
It
will
was
wave.
only a short vacation, but... Well, obviously I could not leave you alone for all of this.
I'm afraid things have progressed.
Alright, that sounds ominous. What's progressed? How doomed is everybody?
It is time for the duel.
Really? Okay then.
There's been a complication.
Really? Okay then.
Rajan is not getting better. His
That
sister will be
doesn't...
taking his place.
Is his sister going to be bringing the sword with her?
Presumably. That was part of the deal.
True.
We're to meet at Dethick Dale.
Very well. I wonder what crippled Rajan so badly. My bet is that she's not going to be bringing the blade because it's with Rajan and it's driven him insane.
Quite possibly.
If he is having magic sword, then taking away from him probably not happening if he does not wish it.
There's another complication.
Really?
But yet-
Another?
Yes.
What the hell?
The powers that be of that sword have discovered that it is missing.
Whose powers that be? Sinatreya?
Yes.
Oh fuck.
Wait, repeat that again, sorry?
The faith of Senatreya have discovered the sword is missing.
I mean, the faith of Sinatreya, no, it's been missing for a decade now.
Well, I think it is more direct now. Senatreya is apparently wanting the sword back.
Okay, well...
And she wants it... The messenger said to bring it to the holy city.
Okay, well, as nice as a visit to the holy city would be, I swore to the guardians there that I would return the blade, so he'll have to get in line. And I'm sure his mother would understand it's being returned to her body first.
Ursula has a number of... She has a bad feeling about that guy.
Of course, one of those. Well, by this point, far be it for me to disagree with her instincts.
He's gone... he's gone hunting for their old Rajan's old haunts.
Interesting. What for?
Purging.
Just to kill the people? No, that doesn't sound very. Oh, I was gonna say it doesn't sound very paladin. It's not very common paladin. What kind of purging? What is he expecting to find there to purge?
I'm not sure. He seems intent on killing everyone involved with the incident of when those giant monsters attacked the coronation.
Sounds awkward. I mean, if he wants to go murdering people who made the death worms, I'm not about to go stopping him, you know.
There was also an incident apparently with those death worms.
Yeah.
Yes, one that we didn't know about, but this knight dealt with it at the Tarnavak hold to the north of where Igniferus is, over the mountains. Apparently, they were searching those people. Were searching for something under the hold, a dwarven artifact.
They were looking for a dwarven artifact below the hold.
Something like that. A sword, some kind of
Oh, it's
relic
always
blade.
a fucking sword.
It is. He killed them to the last, apparently.
Well, it's hard to be beat up about that fact, although I always cringe when I hear to the last.
This knight is also a dragon of Lyris.
Oh boy, politics too. Never a dull moment, huh? Okay.
It's getting a
Well,
bit complicated.
how do the others feel? Because I supremely don't want to just go handing that soul over to anyone.
I'm not sure. We have to deal with. We have to get the sword in the first place.
True. All right. Well, I'm sure everyone has had this conversation ad nauseum, so I shan't run us around in circles. I'll ask them for details. Anything else?
Your new snake friend.
Wanna look over here, buddy?
We sent her off to Greymore.
Fair enough. Well, I guess
Sent
that
that
keeps her out of
witch off to
trouble.
live with your children? What the fuck are you thinking, Hashat?
I threatened her quite thoroughly.
When does that ever work?
Neither, but it's fine.
You're not there.
She's... Oh, right.
Cassidy and Szooth have been conversing with her ad nauseum. And you know how they are.
Breaking it down.
So
For your sake, I hope you're alright.
I'm not the most comfortable.
Sure. I mean, they're very, very confident, I'm sure. Well, if there's any problem, you know who to call upon. I'm sure there won't be a problem, though. I think her will is quite too broken to go about causing any further issues.
I hope you're alright. So, am I coming with you back to Avara, or am I staying here with Papa?
That, my dear, is up to you.
Oh, Leah, don't make me make choices about myself. They're usually terrible now. I'm starting to realize.
No. Well, we've apparently got to go officiate an evil duel, and then we can pick up your ring for surgery.
Well, I have potion of regeneration taken, so she will wiggle a leg.
Yeah,
I guess I would like to come with you. Take some measure of my destiny in my own hands.
very well. Yeah, let us go and see off your father. At the very least, he might be a little bit less unbearable for everybody there if he at least sees you walking around first.
Oh. It has been 3 days. I'm not sure I can stomach seeing him again.
Well, seeing him to say goodbye is probably one of the more important things.
It's not... You make that sound so permanent. Ugh.
I'm
Oh.
sorry, I'm very naturally fatalistic, but I do certainly mean in the short term.
Yes, of course. Alright. I will go say goodbye.
Indeed. Far be it from me, but that was an opportunity I accidentally missed out on. Wouldn't do to see others miss out, so.
Again, with the something so permanent.
Mm.
I want to turn around and make you an optimist one of these days, I swear.
Oh, what is?
Optimist!
I've never heard of it. Is that some kind of new religion?
Yes. This is a new religion you will discover after you discover this ass of your religion. She will give herself a little spank and exunt.
Look at that. That's right there. True love. Anyway, we'll get ourselves together and then head on down. Where are we meeting, Hashat?
Back at Libram Hall.
Okey-doke. Yeah. Join her saying bye to a pupper and then off to leave from home. Don't have to roleplay that far out.
Yeah, it's just more heartbreak, really.
Yep. No, he is too deep in the abandonment issues mind to just simply just, often go without actually saying goodbye properly.
See, Nahia will give her magically restrained Papa a hug goodbye. And you guys can march back to Libram Hall. But as you are heading that way, you're stopped by Cass, who is running full speed and out of breath.
What's up, buddy? You alright?
Yeah, breath. Okay. Snake, Asina said, was talking to her about Radomir. Right, Radomir.
That.
There's the ring. He had a ring on him, didn't he?
Sure.
Gotta take that.
Okay. Just turn about face and we'll go fetch this then.
Anaya will
Do you
just
know?
produce it from her pocket.
Oh, okay.
They gave me this when we checked them in. It said no magic items.
Oh, fair enough then. What does it do?
Okay. Probably want to throw that in a volcano or something. Asina says she dug that up from like some ancient grave or something. If you're wearing that and you knock up or get knocked up, Deheg back.
Oh,
Wow, really glad we were doing it Salamander style.
can we disenchant it?
Yeah, I'll fuck that up right now, sure.
Can we simply destroy it? Yeah.
Yeah, no problem.
Ring of the... Let's see. Yes, you can indeed disenchant it. Just whip out the ritual components and do that. Some
Well,
folk around town will kind of watch you with a mix of alarm and interest as you.
I was thinking we would just, where Libram Hub would just borrow a lab.
No, just do it on the spot. Might as well do it.
Right in the street.
For goodness sake, don't do that. If it's something that would resummon Dahagas, it's probably like an artifact. So much residium.
Yeah, I'm gonna crank that thing into blue lightning.
Yeah, do not do that in the street, for the love of God.
Hence why we borrow a lab.
I can't just suddenly it takes me an hour to disenchant something. I'm not just gonna stop in the middle of the street to do it. Jesus.
Look, you said right here, right now, so.
I'd probably start the mutterings like straight away, I'm not gonna lie.
Smack. No. Not in the street.
We're headed to Libram Hall. I'll be still only halfway finished with the spell by the time we get there. They didn't want our friends to be waiting all day.
We're not in that much of a hurry.
I'm not just this not being in a hurry. We spent 3 days away, and the very first thing we do is suddenly see you cresting the hill and announcing a slew of terrible new problems waiting for us. You might understand why I'm getting a teensy bit paranoid now.
It'll be fine.
Nahia just reaches up and puts her hands on your shoulders and starts, like, rubbing out the tension. Calm down, dear.
Alright.
Deep breaths.
Good, I would just like things to go just a little bit smoothly, you know? It's been a hell of a time.
Deep breaths.
Alright, deep breaths.
Alright. And yes, you can walk this back to Libram Hall and make an advantage Arcana test to try and disenchant.
Sure, would love to. By this point, is Nahia much better than me at this? Because I would suspect she is.
I mean, she is a sorceress, not a wizard. She's rocking a mighty +5.
Yeah, I think Hashat, then you're our strongest Arcanist.
I also have a 5.
Oh, then the both of you, if I can
Cassidy?
go for it.
What's Cass doing?
Cass
Shit,
actually
right,
probably
yeah,
is.
Cass is.
an-
Yeah,
Cass is
Cass has a
definitely our
12.
best.
Yeah, I was gonna say, wait, yeah, Cass is a high locked power bard. It's just here you go.
Oh right, that's where the magic, that's where the Arcana boost went. It's on something Cassidy has.
Yeah, Cassidy's Arcana is tight because he's a
I
fucking
will-
bard with Ent.
I suppose I will be assisting Cassidy then.
Unfortunately, you can't bardic inspiration yourself, but yeah.
No.
All right, Cass, rock on, little dude.
Oh!
Is it
That
good?
shows history.
Whatever, it's the same
It's
fucking.
a crit. It's the same mod.
It's
so it's a
yeah,
30
it is the same thing. I don't know why I pressed history. Yes, his Arcana is the same thing. I just saw the 12. But yes, he crits the shit out of that Arcana test. And you lose no residium whatsoever. The Ring of Dahag is only very rare.
I guess it's because
Only.
technically that effect.
Only very rare.
Yeah, I mean, you'd say summoning a primordial being only a very rare does sound pretty fucking.
Yeah, I mean that could very
It's
easily have
that
been a
surprising.
legendary.
That could have been
artifact.
legendary. I think it's because it functions like a curse instead of a normal enchantment, isn't it? Is it a cursed ring? Just that is the curses that Dahag pops out, as opposed to an enchanted ring of make Dahag come out of curse.
Let me show you this thing for you. Before it gets banished to the Shadow Realm.
The money realm.
Ring to the money realm. So yeah. It is not actually cursed, although it is a secret that if you are attuned to this ring when you impregnate a partner or become pregnant yourself, the pregnancy becomes corrupted by the poison prince. It lasts 3d6 days, and at the end of that time, 3 large-sized poisonous snakes are birthed. They are loyal to their mother and treat her and her allies as their allies. If Dahag is
Sure.
currently discorporated, one of the snakes is replaced by him. If the poison
Ugh.
prince was fully slain, this ring can be used to resurrect him, so long as both parents are dragonkin. The impregnation occurs amidst a primordial ritual that costs 1,000 gold pieces. which are consumed with the right reaches climax.
Oh, you can never succeed with the spell if you have very unsatisfying sex.
Goodbye day.
But yes,
Yeah,
it is banished to the money realm.
20,000 Residium, eh? Save changes.
Is that
It's just a-
Oh no, that we've got 21 420. I kind of want to scoop that 420 off the top just so Nahia's got a little something for emergencies.
Just convert that to fucking platinum. Oh, you can't do that to platinum, and you already have gold in the party loot. Oh no. Yeah, all right, 420 Residium into the pocket. No wait, that's Cassidy's pocket. Fucking.
I've already got 4 hits of pure Covenstone Yayo. We could make this 8 hits of pure Covenstone. Sorry, no longer pure. Half blue lightning Covenstone Yayo.
Oh god.
oh, you,
If you want to
oh,
die
you
that
know,
badly,
you-
they just
No,
have task
no,
prepared
no.
Death Ward for the rest of time.
It's Queen of the World! Brain melon.
Become as
Sir.
Kresha and magically impotent for the rest of your life.
Oh, whoa. It's fine just to become a cleric of a thing. Ha! Yeah, I'm already doing that! Take that, magical impotency, warlock powers! I just can't ever become a real wizard, which I wasn't gonna, because I'd have to read books. Nah.
But also, just as a suggestion, since you're at Libram Hall, this is probably a reasonable place to convert, at least a chunk of that into just cash. They probably have a budget for acquiring Residium.
Tell you what, as opposed to getting it in cash, can we get it transferred up into the form of gemstones we can use for spellcasting? Because
Can we
my
get
goodness,
some
do we need
cash,
it?
please?
Some cash too. We've got 6,000 silver in wealth and supplies. You're welcome to take as big a heaving chunk out that as you need.
6,000 silver is basically nothing for
Oh my god.
when. Look,
All right, fine. How about so currently it is.
but look, that's 200,000 silver, Scout.
Yeah.
We could cut. I mean, we could maybe get. Well, no, they might not be able to do half. That's a lot of money.
I mean, between cash and gems, they can probably do half. But yeah,
How about if we go down to 15,000 Residium and we turn 5,000 into gold and 1,000 into diamond dust, because Tassie needs that to cast the good restos, and I need it for Revivify.
say again. Sorry, blanked on which number was which.
5,000 gold, 1,000 for diamond dust, because that's a cast. Like it's, I think it's 100 GPs diamond dust per greater resto and 300 GPs cast per Revivify.
Sounds good.
Yeah,
did they?
will
Isn't
Libram
it-
Hall accommodate us that if they've got 1,000 in diamond dust and 5k gold? They
Yeah.
probably see us settle down at a table and then produce a pound of blue lightning.
Every wizard in Libram Hall begins salivating, and even the ones that aren't in the room, they don't know why.
I mean, Nahia probably does instinctively.
Okay.
She literally still has blue mouth.
So about half of these wizards pretty soon. But
Yeah.
yes, they can accommodate you. They're eager to accommodate you. They would like to talk you into selling all the Residium.
That's an awful lot.
That is a lot of Residium. Let's see here.
Would you like a deck of many things? They're willing to throw that in to sweeten the deal.
Dear
No.
God, no.
No.
No,
Although, yeah,
no,
tell you what
no.
though, if they are interested in trading like useful magical equipment and shit, like what do they got? I'm open to barter with Residium for magic items. It's what it would have gone into in the first place.
God. Probably lots of weird shit.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, this is a fantastic time to just pull out a randomizer and start mashing the button until you got a dope loot.
Randomizer.
Oh
You
no.
cannot begin to comprehend how many magic items are in this fucking handout section, and that's not even what's archived.
Well, good point.
Yeah,
There's so many. There's fucking shit
yeah.
given Sav&D
Remember
too.
all the old. Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Old shit
Yeah,
from
if you want, yeah, we've got the Residium, and since the Residium would otherwise have been spent making magic items, if they've just got a bunch of shit in stock that's magic and cool, and they aren't using, then hey, I think that that's a win-win.
Let's see. All right, give me a minute to work through this giant list of magic items. Presumably, you don't want items that will consume your entire pile of gold into one thing, so I'll limit
Not
myself to
unless
stuff
it's
that's
like,
rare and less, I suppose. So,
I mean, not unless it's like whole ass supremely awesome for us. Alright, there could be something in there that would be willing to like slide the horde over for.
let's see.
I think some of us want actual gold. Some coin would be
I've
nice.
already taken out 5,000 gold out. This
Yeah.
is what's left. There's 15k.
Do-
Do they have a ring of warmth? Because that would be great.
A ring of warmth.
No.
Yes.
Those are really easy to make.
I know, it would be cheap, and I really want one.
What was ring
Why?
of warmth's gimmick?
I'm so cold all the time, you don't understand.
Oh, basically, you get resistance to cold damage and you feel warm.
Oh. Why do you feel cold all the time?
Because I had a run-in with a very powerful fairy.
Oh, right.
Yeah, she is now Hashat Frosty Horns.
Yeah.
That is true. It is true. All right. Let's see. No, you guys definitely do not have legendary items in stock. Okay. Let me just... Actually, can I just click show to players and it'll do the thing? Yeah, there you go. Boop. 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 Boop.
Fuck.
Boop.
Oh
Boop.
no, horse killer, oh god!
Moo, moo.
Boop.
Jesus Christ,
Boop.
what is all
Boop.
this? Oh, there's more.
They
Oh,
have
Horse
6
Killer, I
items.
remember that one.
The one you actually remember is Amulet of the Huntress, which I think OG Skeza had and has come back into their position because she already has expertise.
Oh yeah.
These down so the audience can enjoy.
Oh, Tassie would love that staff.
She
The
would.
sun speaker stuff.
It would be so nice. She would love it a lot, it's true.
Mm. And I mean, that ring of spell power is pretty tasty.
It is. It is.
They also do have the
Yes.
deck of many things, if you would like that.
No.
They will practically pay you to take.
That doesn't
not really,
surprise
though.
me. Let's see here. I mean, Huntress is great. That's like very much in the realm of super cool items for low level characters.
It was, in fact, the first magic item ever introduced into Sav&D.
Wow.
In Iona, anyway. The party found it in a river in session 2.
What did we find in a river?
Amulet of the Huntress.
Oh, okay. God, that was so long ago.
It was. That was 7 years ago.
Hexblade's Folly is adorable, but not quite within the realm of need.
I mean, it's actually really good.
Oh, it's incredible, but I know that I don't think anyone with an attunement slot gets any use out of that.
Mm. I mean, who actually has attunement slots?
By this point, it's kicking our NPCs. Like Casty has attunement slots.
Actually, no.
Oh no, he's tapped as well.
Actually, he might have one left, and he doesn't have a really good ranged option other than his brain melting cantrip.
It's not a terrible idea. I
See.
can't remember. I think Anaya's only got the poison
Nope.
tome of magic.
Cass has all 3 attunement slots used up.
Dang.
Anaya has 2 magic items. She's got the tome, and she's got her spellcasting focus that she started with.
God, that Immortal Aegis is a pretty cool shield. If only because it's actually a fucking +1 shield.
That is pretty cool.
Yes.
Advantage on death. I mean, that's already shit that I already do with the things that I carry around. Apart from it being +1, which is, nice and all, but
So do they have a ring of warmth?
No, these are
ooh.
these are the 6 things that they have in stock and are willing to part with, other than the deck of many things, which they are very willing to part with. Please God, free it from its prison.
I'd be willing to help gear up Tassie with that Sunspeaker staff and the Ring of Spell Power.
That would kit her out pretty good. That'd be pretty strong.
Yeah. I mean, how? That's 2 uncommons.
Yeah,
so-
they were on the cheaper side.
Yes, that's $1,000. So wait,
It would be the
market
top. It
price,
would be
right?
it would be the top end of what is in the uncommon bracket.
That's not how Sav&D works.
Oh right, fuck me.
Yeah, it's just flat values. So like 500 GP to make.
So, we're not getting at the crafting, so it's
would they be willing to go
market.
1,250 instead? Meet them halfway if we grab the staff and the ring.
I would say to make a persuade check, but what I actually mean is, let me open Cass's character sheet up again.
I was gonna say I'm also pretty up there in persuadelifying.
What are you rocking these days?
At the moment, I'm just cranking a cash 8 at always advantage.
All right. Cass has an 11 because Bard.
There,
Although he could give you a bardic inspiration, which is a
that is
D8
also
now.
true. It gives me a
All right,
deeper.
you go ahead and roll
a
with
deeper
Cass
range.
giving advantage on a D8.
Sure.
Well,
22
the advantage helped a
plus
lot. Can you crank it to a 30? No,
27.
it's still pretty good. All right, yeah, they'll meet you there.
Cool. All right, I shall tick off 250, and those can go to Tassie.
Sweet.
Nice. 14,
Nice.
170.
Tassie's got some presents.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. How? What does Ursula have, shield-wise?
Oh,
I think she's back to normie now that she loaned me the lightning resist.
What? No, I have a shield with. I have a shield with the glamour thing on it. That's it.
Right, the bare-faced one.
Yeah. It doesn't give anything other than just being glamour.
I mean, if you have an attunement slot, the Immortal Aegis would be pretty useful for you, I think.
Let's see. Well, it's not an attunement, the shield, so there's that.
Yeah, your current shield isn't an attunement slot, but that doesn't mean to say you haven't already used it up on your other stuff.
Let's see. Axe and gauntlets. Oh,
Yeah, you could go for the Aegis then.
they would give me a whole ass extra AC.
Then that goes a huge way. I'd do it if I could afford the attunement, but Nahia's walking around as cranked out as she can get away with.
Yes. And another source of temp HP, which is
Mm,
always useful for you.
yeah.
Once per short rest,
That is
even.
indeed true.
Yeah.
Pretty nice.
And on Ursula, that's 20 temporary hit points, let's face it.
Yeah.
Unless there are brain squibbed.
Yeah,
brain
unless
snake.
brain blasts. Obviously no good. Hurt their brain. Jalish is a good girl. Auntie Brain Snake is everybody's favorite auntie.
It is.
Yeah,
You get to go on a
but,
braincation when you
besides-
visit.
Braincation!
Not really, it's not much different for...
Oh,
Savik.
Hey, you were the one that said that!
I know, but still.
It's a bimbo,
So yeah,
but
do
with
you guys
sadness.
want to grab the Aegis?
Yeah.
All right. Enjoy, Ursula.
How much for that? Since that one is so
5
rare.
thou. Or
Oof,
right, no,
but fair.
that's their crafting cost. So it'd be 10. Oh, you guys got a discount. Let's say 9.
Sure. I don't know why I counted that out, even though it's just taking off 9,000, but whatever. 5,170. And enjoy your immortal Aegis. And pleasure doing business with you, Wizards of Libram Hall. Don't smoke it all in one go.
You have a feeling that as soon as you're out of sight, a Wizard Fight Club is going to get real fucking nasty.
I give them that toothy smile, but my toothy smile shows off that I've got a little bit of blue to them gums.
Yeah, you got no business judging.
Yeah, I can't call them out on it. I don't think any of them, ripped blue lightning to fight God, but hey. If you rip blue lightning,
they certainly
you could.
thought they did while they were
yeah,
on Blue
exactly.
Lightning.
Exactly.
Really, it was an alley cat, but still. All right. So yes, you can finish your business and teleport out to Libram Hall, or sorry, from Libram Hall to the Tower of the Magisters once more. While you're returning, Tarn and Siggy have returned home to pack Cooney up. However, Tarn, you have a gift waiting for you when you arrive at your home. You step through the gates. Cooney comes running out, barreling full speed into you and Siggy, and she has something in her arms, which you recognize immediately as something that the upper class back home used to contemplate and enjoy. A tiny tree, barely more than a twig by tree standards, but it's set in a beautiful glazed clay pot It seems well manicured and has a full bloom of green leaves atop it, small as it is. Yeah, weeb indeed. Cooney will run up and present it to you, Tarn.
Oh my. What's this then?
I don't know, but Grandpa said to give it to you and not to tell you Grandpa gave it to you, but he gave it to you.
Well, I'm sure it was his suggestion that you give it, but knowing him, it's definitely from you.
She nods.
Just take it and give her hold it up with one hand and just give her a hug with other.
Yeah. See you reach in and give out a head pat. Cooney will say, Grandpa said you're supposed to take it with you on campaign to take a slice of home with you.
He's been teaching you well, then.
Teach me all sorts of stuff. She stops a familiar hobgoblin duelist pose and makes a few shadow boxing thrusts. Yeah, yeah.
You're definitely getting better.
And bigger and stronger.
Oh, that goes without saying. I will just muss up her hair.
Ah. So, tell me all about your adventures. Did you kill lots of monsters? Did you kill a dragon?
Close enough to. But, before we start that, Cuny, you're going to be going on a little adventure of your own.
You are met with the biggest, brightest Cooney eyes.
You, remember Miss Jalis?
Uh-huh.
Well, apparently she needs a brave young girl to come and help her on Nahia's new island.
Does she have goblins in her garden? Or maybe some sort of giant rat of prodigious size?
She might well do. It may just be she's scared of new places.
Oh, well, I can't kill fear, but I can kill a goblin. I'll take it.
Don't doubt yourself. You can't stab fear, but a bright smile and a laugh, that can kill it just the same.
I'm not Cassidy.
Oh, you're far better at it than him.
Well, in that case, Kunigan going to save the day.
I'll need to get packed up. I'll tell you all about our adventures while we do. Okay?
She nods enthusiastically and charges forth into the house. And you hear something breaking inside.
I wish I was surprised.
Look, anything that breaks just means it wasn't strong enough.
Siggy will chuckle and pick up the little bonsai tree. I'm not sure this is going to survive our campaigns.
I don't know. They're tougher than they look.
It's just a twig. She makes to flick it and recoils. Okay, they are kind of tough twigs.
Probably. No, go ahead.
It is a really sweet gift, though.
Aye.
Guess Grandpa finally picked up on your new gardening habit. Well, I won't tell him he was very thoughtful if you won't tell him.
But we'll have to tell him I owe it to him to tell him why Cooney has to go away for a bit. Who knows if he's been doing as well as I've heard, the guard might be willing to give him a couple of vacation days.
That's asking a lot of the Avara Guard. You can't be making them money if he's off on vacation. I guess anything
True,
could happen.
but they also don't have to pay him.
Oh, well, in that case. Sigil will laugh and give you a slap on the shoulder and head on inside. And yeah, if you want Grandpa to hang out with Cooney for the couple days, watch over her, he's more than willing to cash in his one weekend of paid vacation a year and a few days off besides.
Yeah. Just sail out with her, make sure, she's settled in, actually enjoy an island getaway for a bit, and catch a ship back.
Yeah, you're really inconveniencing him setting off to this island paradise with a bunch of beautiful muscular women on it, but somehow old Grampy will manage, you're sure. And yeah, you can get to the two of them bundled up and onto the Waveshorn next time it leaves port. And by the time you're done, I'm sure the rest of your friends have teleported in, ready to go when and where you please.
Oh, hey, we're back. Something happened while we were gone.
And hey, for once, not a terrible fucking random news.
Okay, I was gonna ask, oh no, what happened this time?
We should definitely lead in with that. I'm fucking pressed.
Like, literally, we already have bad stuff going on already, and just...
It was good this time.
Cass throws up a handful
Okay,
of glitter.
that's good.
We're rich!
We're rich again. Fabulously wealthy.
May I?
I can
turn-
fix that. Shit. Prestidigitates.
I'll tell you what will fix it. Enjoy. Big magic shield. Enjoy.
Yes, here, Ursula, have this big magical shield.
And
Okay, thank you.
Here, Tassie, we got you some presents.
As he goes wide-eyed.
Okay. Who
I
did
actually
you
get magic
kill?
items? Holy shit.
Now you've got a nice staff to go with that and next charm. And a ring that can hold some magic in it.
Well, I already got a much more
I'm going
important
to
ring from
ask
you
you a
once,
question.
but okay.
And I would like to know,
Who did we
who did
rob?
you kill?
Well, I suppose technically we robbed De Hague and also
Never mind, we
Radomir.
good. Even better.
Turns out he had a magic ring on him. Super powerful. Also could have brought De Hague back to life.
Oh,
Yep.
But we
luckily that
dusted
did
it.
not happen.
But we dusted it.
okay, that's good.
Turned
Yeah,
that
which
shit
it's doubly good because Anaya had it with her, but we were salamander style.
You know, where's the pie, by the way?
pie.
August
Is there
spreads
pie?
his arms. Where's my pie?
Was there supposed to be pie?
Yeah,
No
you
one
guys
told me
said you were going to bring me back a pie from Pergola.
That is in fact what I said. Yes,
What the
and I
hell?
will. Yeah, no, I will open my bag and I shall wander on over and open a paper packed parcel. Is a bunch of those everything, all the meats and potatoes pies
Fuck yeah.
from the Randy Cat. There you go.
Oh, I see.
The Dark Lord makes gremlin noises and retreats to his throne with his pie.
It's a good pie.
It's a really good pie. Made with love by big D bunny girls.
Yep. No one
I
makes
know
them
if
love
DCL
you.
is muted. Sophia has been saying stuff. Hey, DCL, are you muted?
I guess so.
It would seem that the DCL is indeed muted.
Or
I
he
think it's
has
gonna match.
ossified into a salt golem.
No, the Salt Golem's in
That's
the
impossible.
Temple of Mithras. It's sitting in the closet.
I've been here listening. I went to go to the smart real quick because I'm low on energy. If I have any.
Okay. Take care of yourself.
I got some special manacles for when we encounter Rajan, so we can tie him up and stop him from spellcast. Probably.
Oh, yeah. The whole Rajan thing.
Yeah, we kind of have to deal with that.
Now we have to deal with. Just looks around. Oh, yeah, everyone is here. The dragon guy as well.
Meh.
We we found out he's actually 1100 years old. Or
Well, yeah,
more.
he's a dragon.
It must be huge.
No, it's not. But Lyris is still producing dragons today. They do come in younger varieties, but it's more of a case of he's got all that firebrand enthusiasm with 1100 years of experience.
So he's nuts?
Passionate.
Nuts.
Lit.
August will
Well,
He'll be
wave
fine.
his fork at you. Or like I said, there's something lit something lit a fire under his ass. Could be situational. Not that I'm defending him, because again, kind of a cunt, but you know.
Sure.
He's definitely a little bit nuts, even with that.
I mean, look, you don't get to be our age and keep all your marbles. Harry will elbow him in the gut. Speak for yourself.
Yeah, but like like I said, I think there's something wrong in him.
Sure. Well,
And
I'll
there's
have to have taken your word for it. Sorry for not being there. Obviously, I had a bunch of shit to deal with.
yeah, no worries. But as I said to the others, like he is the wrong blue.
Oh, that
That's-
again. Of course.
Nahia will cough audibly.
Oh, I assume Hashat told you all of the details.
Yeah. We went over it all.
The extent of his purginess.
She's welcome to stay on my island.
Good.
I'm sure the
Thank you.
Manders would love to hang out with her, and considering the church is still being constructed and will be for probably a couple of years, the structure beneath is probably going to get a couple of rodents of unusual size here, there, and everywhere.
I'm sure Ivania will love her. Or maybe it's the other way around.
I think those two are made for each other. Immovable object meets unstoppable force of Kuni.
There.
I've asked my father to accompany her on the trip out and stay a couple of days while she settles.
You think he's going to survive in a fishing village inhabited entirely by large muscular women?
Honestly, I think it's probably the best thing for his worldview that I could do.
Fair point. Also, to be fair, I'm pretty sure there are male salamanders there too, but I remember a larger female demographic. Goodness me. Right. Well, no wife Shorn will be happy to take them at earliest convenience.
Thank you.
So when are we going?
I would have thought right now.
Don't fucking rush me, I got pie.
All
Well,
right,
yeah,
all
sure.
right.
After pie. Good to have a cup of tea or
Yeah.
something.
Oh, right. I'll be upstairs.
Alright. Hashat, where you go?
The thing,
I'm going to go say hi to Asher.
Alright. You will find the artificer at work as usual. This time she's polishing off the Prisha statue, which has been gathering dust up here for quite a while.
We still have to get that fit. We still have to finish that project.
Give you an up nod. Hey, Hashat.
Hello. Your experiment with the transferring worked out really well last time. So I've got something a bit more bigger, very important.
A bit more bigger, huh? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What do you got for me?
I will take out the Ring of Elven Comfort. This.
Look it up and down for a moment. That's a culturally significant item for her. I'm gonna just have her throw a roll at it. She recognizes it. Ah, yes, not trained in history. Good.
Excellent.
Never mind. Okay. She looks at it and her eyes go wide. This belonged to, didn't this belong to the Worm of World's End?
No. Or perhaps, maybe. I got this from a dungeon. It was weird. It actually belonged to your boss's sister.
He has a sister?
Did.
Did he murder her?
I don't think so. Shh. I'm not going into any details. I'm just saying I got it in a dungeon. That's the thing we do. Calm down. Anyway. It was from a, grave, I guess you could say. Something. It's hard to explain, but I need the properties of this transferred. I plan on putting the ring itself to rest.
Rest
But
where?
where it's supposed to be.
Which is...
There's a little island with a grave on it. I intend to bring it back there.
Are you sure? I mean, this is... She sighs and scratches the back of her head. Look, I can't prove it, but this matches some books the description in books I've read about the King of Dragons wedding band.
Really?
Yeah. This belongs in a museum or on Lyris or something.
I didn't know he had been married. I guess
Yeah.
there was that tomb we found with that elf depiction.
Yeah, legends say he had an elven bride first, but they split up for some reason, and then he married the great lady Tiamat. Oh, and don't forget fathering a certain Dracotar on Mithras.
Right. Yeah, I'm sure though. This was entrusted.
Okay. So, what, do you want me to take the magic out and put it in something else?
Yeah, or rather into someone else. I'll reach
Squint.
up and touch my crown with Valera in it.
Oh, all right. I can probably do that, sure. Does Valeria have enough
Not
rarity slots
that's
for
what.
all that?
No, that's why I commissioned Ashker to create that variable transmission
Yeah.
ability.
So which properties do you want to yank, I guess, is the question.
The stuff with the healing spells, and the Death Ward secret. So the second and the third one.
Okay.
I would bring it down. I think it would basically switch places. One would, the crown would become a legendary item, and the ring would become an uncommon item.
Yep. All right. She'll nod along. So you gonna leave Valeria with me for a while then?
Yeah.
All right, big girl, lean down a bit.
I'll like kneel down,
Yeah, Ashker will
and I'll
probably still like stand up onto her chair so you can safely just pick Valeria up off your horns. Last thing you hear is a goodbye. She's disconnected from your mind.
She's going to be so powered up after this.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a lot of power you're putting into her. Good thing she's trustworthy.
She's always. I have felt what she feels. We've switched places once or twice.
You what?
We switched places.
You don't need me to tell you how dangerous that is, right?
No.
Alright, because that is really dangerous, and
Yes.
if she didn't want to give control back, then there wouldn't be a whole lot you could do about it.
I mean, I would have to fight her for it. But she doesn't feel things. She only, like, the way she feels things through me is as if it is very, like, her body is mostly numb. And I figured that if she gets more power, she can feel more. What I did to switch places was I got her a massage, and I put her in a nice hot bath, and gave her a really nice dinner. Stuff that she couldn't normally get anymore, so I figure she'll be able to experience more things.
First, you are a sweetie. Kind of a dumbass, but a sweetie.
That's what I hear.
She'll pat your shoulder. Alright, well, I guess it hasn't bitten you in the ass so far, so I'll trust your little friend in here to keep giving control back. She thinks about it for a second, shakes her head. Never mind. Valeria and I can have our own little tete-a-tete in case she ever decides to keep control. We will be the best of friends. She will set the crown down on our workshop and clear off all the old weapons. All right, let's get to work. Crack knuckles.
Oh, I'm gonna miss you. It'd just be a few, maybe like a week.
Don't worry, she'll be bigger and stronger than ever.
I believe in you. Do you need any more Residium for this? Because we got a lot right now.
Yeah, hard to say exactly how much. Let me just, I don't know, have a whole vial full. She gives you a hungry stare.
You're
I'm
not
kidding.
gonna.
but
Okay.
only a little bit.
Okay. I can
So-
tell sometimes when it comes to Residium.
You're not entirely convinced Asker's kidding.
Mm.
She would really like all of your blue coke, but that be how mages be.
That
She-
is how mages be.
She will not try to get it from you, and instead will enlist Rahit's help since she's still here in the tower.
Well, if you want it done in a literal day, I still have rented mages.
This is a ritual that Asker perfected herself. They do not know how to help. Rahit
That's
is
just
learning,
that-
though.
Nice.
Yeah,
Okay, then.
you can give Valeria up, and Asker and Rahit will get to work, and Hashat will get big Manticore hugs on the way down.
I feel naked without Valera.
Without your constant guidance, roll.
It's weird. It's weird not having her around.
But I would be most unsettled too if the voice in my head were to disappear. I shall idly pet bad.
My constant companion.
But
I mean, if it helps, I can flap next to you and whisper in your ear occasionally.
Well, can you do that with your armor on or without it?
Now, I'll spread my wings and just give a few beats to lift off. I have the strength enough innately. There's a few days training up north. Hey, made a difference. Don't need the potion anymore.
Well, it's easy to train up a lot of muscle on a dwarven diet.
Aye.
Saying that, August will set down an empty pie tin and belch loudly. All right.
Are you sure you don't want to take an afternoon nap after your lunch?
Raises the fingers to protest and lowers it. I mean, yes, I do, but still, apparently Ursula can get us up to. Where did you say this was going? Deathic Dale? And get
Yeah,
there
after all the-
before midnight. We leave now.
sure,
You'll like it. It's covered in bards.
that is true.
Look, I have one bard daughter-in-law. Wave you off and picks up bastard sting, straps it on. All right, who's coming along?
What's up? Just look around for the guy's helmet.
Oh, right, yeah. Hold on, let me put my face on.
So I guess your other is grown?
What? Who? What?
What?
The clone.
The clone.
Oh, yeah. Flesh puppet's done percolating.
Gross.
It is really gross. You should have seen it just bubbles along in this little pot. Yeah. I had all winter to come watch this little bastard going. It was great.
Oh,
Come on, his flesh was all like jelly, just shaping itself. Never wanted to see that part of my insides before.
I'm sure it was educational.
It's deeply disturbing. I hope I forget it when I die. But also, I couldn't stop watching. It was like when you watch a wagon tip over and everything flies and crashes into something. It's messy and gross. Someone probably broke an arm really badly, but you just can't stop watching.
Oh, okay, one of those.
Oh, I've seen my insides before.
I've seen mine too, but it's different when you're watching from a third party, and also the insides are made of meat jelly. Oh, you've probably seen that part too.
Yeah.
I ever told you about that time
Well, yeah.
Karista gutted me with a spear? That was fun.
No, but it's actually interesting. I can also tell when I got stabbed by, was it a bone demon? Just almost straight through my spine. Just missed
Nice.
that's
Well, I figure if
Yeah, it
he'd
looked like
hit the
Szooth's
spine,
back
then you
at-
could have just taken his bones and made a new one.
it just shows that like it's right next. I think I actually cut some of the bone when it went in.
Ow. I will say, one suck about being a vampire was I never had any cool battle scars. They all healed up.
Even ones from Silver Blades?
Oh yeah, eventually. And those take a little while to heal. Magic weapons too. Give it a couple of years and eventually. Takes a real bastard of a weapon to stick permanently.
You know what would be weird? If you could do like the thing, like if a vampire could do the things that I could do, and then they heal.
Do you want to be a
It'd be
vampire?
really fucking.
August will lean in.
No, I mean
I know a
like.
way. It's fun.
This guy got the hookup.
Well, it's not by you. Well, it's not by you. I know that.
Well, yeah, I didn't spontaneously become a vampire either. It's actually, well, it took a lot of effort the first time, but, think of it. Yeah, Rowan would probably like you guys.
Who's that?
Oh,
Rowan Seraphine. She's, the first vampire. Did they not teach about her in school?
Never heard
Did
of
any
her.
of you go to school?
Yes, but no, it was military matters.
Eh.
we're not like old as you remember, and then you happened.
I mean, she's still around.
Yeah, but what do you think happened to all the information, all the places that had the information on her? You happened.
Fair. Anyway, first vampire. Absolute shitheel of a lady. But, drink her blood, become a vampire. Great time.
Is that how that works?
Yep.
It was as simple as that. Wow, there are so many people out there just doing it all wrong, going the whole Bonnie Tony route.
I mean, trust me, it was not simple getting her to give me her blood to drink. I did have to take her and break her into little pieces and then eat her, but
Oh,
it worked.
God.
Fuck. I mean, that's a horrible
Okay.
thing to happen and do, but it is admittedly heavy metal.
It couldn't have happened to a
Okay,
nicer
I will say
person.
this. Well, I will say this. If, like, I don't trust her. Like, for example, like, if you had done it, I would have trusted you more. But you're not, so.
I mean, how did she get the whole thing started?
Sorry, I didn't mean time.
Cursed by a god.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
makes
you
sense.
know, very spiteful
Another
sun
one?
god likes ironic vampire curses.
Here's a curse.
Right.
You have superpowers.
What did she do?
Guys will scratch his head. You know, I really don't know. She was old as shit when I was born. Yeah, something about leading all the humans astray or some horrible fornication with demons. I don't fucking know.
Oh, no. She got punished for doing the fun stuff?
I mean, it's Woevar we're talking about here.
That is... Yeah, I was going to say,
Oh.
like, he's done this before.
So she just probably preferred the other ladies over him.
I
Switch.
mean, well,
You know, actually, she did say she thought it was because she spurned his advances, but honestly, I don't believe that for shit.
I don't know. I think that there is actually, I think there's a precedent.
Wasn't that yeah, wasn't that the Talion? Talion?
Yeah, that's...
Yeah,
I'm
stupid
pretty
shit.
sure why Talion, you know, didn't like the moves.
An Italian's
get
a
none.
dick.
But
Anyway, if any of you ever want to be vampires, you can ask us yourselves.
I think I automatically burst into flame if I try that, so I'll certainly pass.
Come on. I, for one, would love to see Maury's face if you did.
No. No. Absolutely not.
Are you sure?
I'm supremely sure.
No offense, but I'm pretty sure that would mean Maury would do a U.
Probably.
And that'd be funny.
Until you're dead.
Guys
Then it'd
appears
be
to weigh his
hilarious.
options briefly.
Look, it isn't happening regardless. I don't put stock in the idea that, you know, sentient undead are automatically evil, but at the same time, I'm quite fond of the natural order, so to speak. I don't have a means or need. Well, obviously, you've presented the means, but I do not have the needs. Nor, hopefully, ever would I.
as much as I would like to live forever so I could stay with my precious little Tassie, I feel like that might be a deal breaker on the other end.
How about you, Green? If you regenerate, you don't have to worry about your legs falling apart. Then I just slaps him. Yep, deserve that. Kobold? Amazon? Nobody? Alright, let's go.
I already have a weakness to the sun. I'm not exactly excited to double it up.
Oh, come on.
Double down on vulnerability.
At that point, there's really no reason not to.
I mean, right now I don't particularly shrivel up in the sun. I only feel like I do.
I mean, you've shriveled up for other reasons.
Yeah, I've actually had to pour water on you.
Had to have a liquid-based diet for a while after that.
You know, that's... Next time we get a big Residium windfall, that's a magic item we need to look into. Something that auto-hydrates you.
Ah, I can see it now. The Ashbringer's Ring of Endless Coom. Goddess tested, demon approved.
I might need to borrow that at some point.
Everyone disapproves.
I am afraid of what would happen if you brought such an item to the world.
Everyone hated this. All right, let's get our asses underway.
But wait, does that mean if you also satisfy a gold dragon? Huh.
Please, let's get underway.
All right. I suppose if I can't tempt any of you into an eternity of undeadness, we'll just go trudge our way up to Deathly Deal and avoid murdering some stupid bitch.
God, what a waste it would be. Literally, all the time is going to do to me is make me larger and milfier.
Lucky
What
you.
yeah, what in the fuck would I give that up for? I only become more delicious with time.
I ever told you about that time I met a 1,000-year-old salamander?
No. What was that like?
Holy shit, she was enormous.
Hell yeah.
Bigger than Hashat.
Whoa.
Whoa.
I'm gonna look over at Nahia and just do the rubbing handsies together.
It was convinced she could become a dragon. Maybe she did.
Yo, by 1,000 years of thickening, I would not be surprised that there were
She was
some.
certainly bigger than a dragon at that point. At least on
How
the back.
long ago was that?
What?
How long ago was that?
Scrunches up his face. 300 years ago, maybe 4.
And also, question: did you leave her alive after you met her?
That's a good one. That's a good question.
I can't even pretend to be offended at that. Yes, I did. Alive, slightly quivering, but alive.
In which way?
You see eyebrows wiggle beneath his hood.
Man, she must another 400 years on that. She must be enormous.
Hell yeah. We should
Nahia,
take a
we
trip up
should
to
try-
Irvanen
we should-
sometime. That island
We should
is the
try and get
best.
magically aged.
Aged to perfection.
Right.
Or she became a
But,
dragon.
I don't
Who
care that-
knows?
That would be cool.
Maybe, after 1,000 years, a salamander will molt and become a dragon.
What was her
Uh,
name? Oh, you didn't get the name.
No.
Oh, lame.
I'm fairly certain you need a dragon's help to become a dragon, even starting from a salamander. They have it easier, though.
Can we
Yeah,
please
but-
be on the way, though? Come on.
Oh, fine. All right, we have a whole day of walking for me to regale you with all my terrible stories. Let's go.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Wait.
god damn it.
So, Pergolith, right there, Nahia?
Nice.
It's not too late for us to turn right the fuck around again.
No, I should probably come with you if you are going to try and arrest Dragon Warlock. Unlike you,
Yeah,
I can counterspell. You.
that is fair point. Not something I learned. I do have some great spells though. Like Flame Strike. Everybody loves Flame Strike.
Yes, but
I think
can you cast haste?
I can. No.
And this is why I am the best.
Ah, can you summon the goddess's aspect?
No, but I can summon the goddess's ass. Slap you on the butt.
Yep. Fair.
Lust of a heart that departs. So yeah, you have August with you. What other two companions would you like to bring?
Nahia and Tassie?
Any objections?
Um, I mean, I guess you are like a super solid healer, healer now, so can actually do without Cass for
Yeah, and
like,
that and
emergency kitten backup.
yeah, that and having Tassie there, although she does primarily the fireballs and stuff, she obviously still has a cleric spell list.
Yeah,
She does have mass cure wounds, and
she's no
heals
life
better.
cleric, but what she sacrifices in healing, she more than makes up for in fireballs.
You have flame strike buddies, yay!
Yay!
She does have flame strike.
But yeah, I use healing lights at range, so I can literally use them like healing. In fact, technically, I have 12 emergency healing words if I really space them out that hard.
Yes. I guess the only other thought is, do we want Holy Avenger waifu?
She's so strong that I kind of don't. Is that unfair to say?
Well, she can come with, you know,
That is true.
just
But
not.
Actually, if Cassidy did want to go to Greymore, that would be really helpful to me. I would alleviate my concerns significantly.
As much as Avenger Wife who gives me DPS penis envy, I do kind of want her in case anything goes horribly wrong.
See, because the thing is, the duel was with Rajan for the sword.
yeah, but it's also not going to be with Rajan now and potentially not for the sword. So we're gonna have to go down there and beat some ass. That said, I kind of worry about what happens if you use the Holy Avenger on a sword that's got a dragon soul stuck in it.
Well, that's a good point.
See,
I would.
that's not the problem. The fact that they-
I think I think Sinatra would be fucking gutted if we exploded her granddaughter's soul instead of returned it.
Yes. What is also the problem with this is the fact they went up to the Warring Keep looking for a magical sword artifact. Here's the thing. They were looking for the sword Rukia has. The other one in the set.
Lunar Lament.
Remember? Yeah, you know, the Tashan's sword, he was dual wielder. They have one of the swords.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Another one's
I
a
mean,
thing.
Together
heck,
they're stupidly strong.
if Siggy would like to, obviously keep Dottir company on the island, she's obviously welcome to go and hang there.
Yeah, having a Holy Avenger to protect against potential dragon invasions. I'd give
So-
Siggy pretty good odds against a dragon.
Yeah, that's that is a good point.
All right.
Plus
So,
an entire village of Amazon berserkers. Sorry, Salamander berserkers.
Fire resist. Oh, well, to be fair, that guy uses cold attack.
Yeah, but it's a nice
whatever.
dragon.
Yeah,
Yeah, he is.
but that does also mean they have an aerial legion that throws fucking control flames at their highest stat proficiency.
Which is an entire village, so like at least 20, 30.
I think it's like 20 of them. I would be surprised if
that's
it's a
still
larger
a lot
number
of
than
fucking
that.
damage.
It's still, I mean, yeah. I mean, 20 salamanders yeeting, like, produce flames up in the sky at people is pretty fucking dope.
Indeed. What's that like? Max stat? What's that? 3D or 4D? Scout?
I mean, at my level, it's. Oh, that's lost
Yeah,
my modifier too.
3D. Yeah. So that's with your with their modifier, so 3d8 plus whatever.
Oh no, it's just meant to be baseline. The D8,
Okay.
I think. Regardless, you make the attacks to hit with it with your highest with I think it's your Constitution or fucking something else. I throw mine with my con. Yeah, it's a big deal, but also those guys are not going to be. It would be 2d8 times 20 because there's no way that they are level 11s.
Anyway, are we going to stop here with us setting out?
Yeah, I think that's a good
Yeah.
place to end it for the night. We can pick up next time with a duel. That'll be fun if we get 2 duels in 1 weekend of D&D.
What's the other one?
Potentially throwing Amy at Jock. I don't know if that'll actually happen, but it could.
I somehow doubt it'll happen next weekend. You guys are just doing so much diplomacy.
Yay!
My sword remains forever sheathed.
Also, possibly suicide bombing. I don't know. Bob
Yeah, I
has
don't
a
know what-
weird idea.
I don't know
Yeah, I
what
don't know
Bob's
what's going on
doing,
with
but
that.
I'm so interested to find out in the most horrible way possible.
I don't know what he's doing, but I'm afraid to stop him.
I mean, you shouldn't be. You should be afraid not to stop him, frankly. But
You already moved past the point of no return, but we better see where it fucking goes.
yep, that's where Bob straps himself to a plane and suicide bombs Space Marine Chapter Master's going. Anyway, let's do
Yeah.
XPs real
You
quick.
know,
Uh,
I
did
would
you
like
explore?
to ask the DM a question.
Oh, okay, sure. What's up?
What would it require to recreate the Ring of Sustenance in
No.
5e?
No. Anyway, did you explore a new interesting location for the first time? Don't think so.
No.
Did you discover new interesting truth about the world?
Yeah.
Like the whole thing with Dragon Knight's Coltran.
Yeah.
Sir Fortran is indeed a thing on the field and has a quest potentially from Senatrea to get the sword at any
Calvert,
cost.
sorry.
So that is certainly a thing. Did you make a new ally or a lasting enemy? You're certainly treating Sir Colbert like a lasting enemy. Do you consider him one, or you still unsure?
Innocent until
We're
proven
not
guilty.
sure.
We're not deep enough in that like a murder hobo cut. I was going to say Pathfinder cut, but that's the same thing. You know what I mean? Like we're not deep enough in that cut to just be like, fuck that dragon up if he turns up. No,
All right.
we've given far worse people the benefit of the doubt.
You can just say Winter's name.
August?
Look, I'm still salty. I want him dead.
Speaking of salt,
Did you advance or complete a quest? Yes, you have advanced Rajan quest, and you have had a new quest fall into your lap to figure out what's up with Mr. Dragon Knight.
He's a bit of a weirdo.
He might be a bit of a problem, or he might just be a cool dude who's got a little excited about his job. Because, boy howdy, is it purging time, and he has had a long time to get some purging stored up.
Purging time.
1100-year-old. Somebody needs to chill the fuck out.
Tish, Frost Dragon. Did you discover a new page in a companion story? Well, there's potentially a ancient dragon paladin who wants to bonk Kunigun's head in.
Yes.
Wants to potentially murder a child. That's
I'm sure it won't come to that, though.
That means nothing coming from you.
And to be fair, if he tries, now there's a holy avenger protecting the child, and also a fighter attached to it.
That means a lot more coming from you.
Yeah, Siggy's terrifying. I think she could probably 2-round him.
Siggy's terrifying. Don't forget those fucking. Don't forget Avanya. Jesus
Okay.
Christ, Avanya.
3-round him. I'm gonna guess 3-round.
yeah, Ivanya is a level 11, max level goddamn berserker, so.
Yeah, Avanya's scary. So yeah, 3 XP, everybody. And let's see.
Only 78 more for another level, guys.
78.
88.
Yeah.
Whatever.
It
Thank you very much
is-
for running, Savin.
Yeah, it is now March the 23rd, or I guess it'll be the 24th when you start next session. Let's go ahead and mark that up.
Wait, no, not spirit. The spite of the earth. That's it. Yes.
And yeah, if you're watching on the stream on YouTube, thanks for tuning in. We will see you later in the week for Sav&D. Till then, adios.